live from the Streamline Mortgage Solutions studio. It's Orlando's own Tom and Dan.
Hello. This is your mediocre time with Tom and Dan program. We hope that you will find our presentation precise, joke heavy, and just right. Thanks.
Welcome to the Friday free show of A Mediocre Time.
Hey, buddy! You know what time it is.
What time is it?
It's Titty Friday!
Titty Friday!
Titty Friday! Oh, my, my, my.
Titty,
Titty Friday, Titty Friday, it's Titty Friday. Pull your titties out on a big Titty Friday. 1 titty, 2 titty, 3 titty, 4. Put your titties out. Open the door. It's Tittyville.
A time-honored Tom and Dan tradition
Yes.
of Titty Friday.
Titty Friday.
Everybody knows Titty Friday.
Who could forget Titty Friday? We've started the show on the back of Titty Friday, and we're going to ride Titty Friday right into the ground. Welcome to the show.
And the winner of this year's Titty Friday goes to Mike B.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Well done.
The best titties on the page so far.
So far, yeah.
And
We might get a Facebook ban for that.
Yeah.
unfortunate.
Titties out.
We deserve a
It's-
titty.
yeah.
A Facebook ban for.
Don't
Titty
show,
ban.
Yeah, titty ban.
ban.
we
Don't show that, Mike.
deserve a ban if you enjoyed. Those are unfortunate. They're
yeah. You should get a medical procedure to get that.
you should. At the very
That's
least.
a hormone issue.
Yeah. At the very least, you have to tape those things down.
Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I used to tape my boobies when I was
Christina
heavier.
Ricci
When I was
and
like
now and
200. Can you hear me now?
We can hear you.
We're going to talk about why you're wearing a mask now. It's the end of Corona.
Yeah, we're open, baby. Everybody's vaccinated.
Have a Miller Lite.
Tom's got one of his shots. I got one of my shots. Tom and I both agreed that we think they got it the first time. And I just told Tom, I think I'm taking my second shot to go, and I'm only going to use it if I think I need it. I'm going to save
Now,
it.
now it's going to take too long for this explanation of why you're wearing a mask now. After all
Yeah.
the entire year of just coming in here
Yeah.
maskless. Anyway,
There's a reason.
Are you still watching old news?
I
He
tested
loves
positive. No,
Oh my God!
I'm joking.
Now that would be a badass.
That would be the
reveal.
greatest joke of all time, actually.
I would both be angry.
Would
at
you be angry at me? No, I know you
no,
would.
I
be.
would.
I think Sam would be angry.
No,
obviously.
I would be angry at you, but I would also be.
He got me.
That rascal.
Got me good, fucker.
Yeah, I was like, that was a good one.
so before that, I will say the thank you to everybody who got tickets to the land cruise. It is officially sold out today.
is.
And we'll hope to see everybody tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it.
So, and also, we have a new promotion. I guess it's been going on for a couple weeks now with Villain Clothing Company.
Yes.
And we've got the White Claw tubes, the Tom and Dan hammocks, the dog collars, the lanyards. And Mark just texted me, the owner of Villain, and everybody who places an order from today forward until the stuff is sold out or until supplies last, he will throw in one of those BDM metal stickers, the one that you got in the back of your car.
It's virtually indestructible. It's made out of aluminum. So the only thing I would say is be careful where you put it, because when it's stuck, that thing's stuck.
I kind of want one of those.
It's awesome. It's like the
we'll get
best.
one.
It's
I
the
think we
best.
have a couple here.
It's the only sticker. If you're a carman and you don't like putting stickers,
Yeah, I
on your
don't.
car,
I don't even put a jungle. I don't even have a jungle sticker.
This
on my
thing
car.
is not a sticker. It's hard to explain. It's an aluminum sticker.
Yeah. And everyone will get one at the Land Cruise. We got one in every gift bag.
Absolutely.
Also, I know that we're trying to find that new White Claw Surge.
Oh, I've been searching everywhere, and
Might
unfortunately,
want to explain what it is.
well, yeah, it's like is it
8%.
Yeah, it's 8% White Claw. It's big boy White Claw.
Yeah, they got blood orange, cranberry.
I think those are the only 2 flavors they rolled out right now.
Yeah. So it's an 8%er, and I talked to August. He's gonna get us some for next Friday. Now,
It's in time for my birthday.
Yeah, birthday White Claw.
well, the Surge party.
Yeah,
Really, just like
Titty Friday with Surge.
this event is done party because my God, the amount of work these things. And I
Last
appreciate
one, right?
everybody.
Last one?
Yeah,
This is it.
the
This
final.
is it.
Haven't had one in over a year. Last one.
We said last one at
My
the
God.
9-year party where you wrestled, and then
Yeah.
we did a 10, and then didn't have to do anything, and boy was that nice.
2020 was so relaxing.
It was great.
Just sat there
It's
like,
really
"Ah,
nice.
We're close,
Yeah,
baby.
The
we're
grass is
closed,
always greener.
baby.
So, before we talk to Seth about why he's wearing a mask, and we got some other
God.
issues.
It's not that big a deal.
The
Well, we've
Daniel.
had... Okay,
Oh,
never mind. I was going to try to... right,
Yeah.
yes.
Well, Daniel's, and this is unfortunate because
Yeah.
we did not plan this. This shows you how bad we are.
But it used to happen all the time, even when I worked on the morning show on Real Radio.
Usually it's your birthday, right?
It was it was usually it's usually events for no reason other than I believe it's just rando. It would either be Andrea's birthday or our anniversary would always get for whatever reason there'd be an event on it. You know, cruise, something. There'd be something going on.
Yeah. And this just goes to show you how stupid we are because when the April 17th date was first thrown out there by Dr. Phillips, we not only didn't know that it was the day we were going to come back from our cruise or we play. There's also the Tom and Dan day, but also it was Daniel's wedding anniversary, which
Yeah.
we did.
Yeah.
Oh,
And-
really?
Yeah.
Oh.
And we
Yeah,
literally said, we'll give you 24 hours because we'll go over that. And then 24 hours later, we're like, got nothing going on.
Yeah. It's I mean,
Does that matter? How long have you been married?
I think this.
Sorry, I put you on the spot.
No, it's totally fine. I've reached a point where I don't care.
Well, that's the thing, is
if
that
people
because
think
it-
that I care about, I do care about it, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I think 11 years now. I think this is
wow.
my 11-year anniversary.
I think the more important thing is that still the when you met date more than a marriage date. I don't know. That's more important to me.
Like when we met,
or a first date or for something.
I
like
couldn't
that,
tell
or
you
when
any
first
of that.
Became,
I barely get this one right. I normally say April 14th, and it's the 17th, and I always get it wrong. The only reason I remember it now, and I'm just being honest with you guys, and look, you can hate me, you can send me emails, you can decide that Tom's the good one, I don't care. I just don't want to be a liar.
Gotcha.
The only reason I can remember it now is because it is on Tom and Dan Day, which the mayor declared, which means more to me than...
Well,
I mean,
it only matters to you and
understand what I'm
Andrea.
saying? Thank you. It's like Tom and
No
Dan
one else
Day,
cares,
that's a way big deal.
I feel like
that's a lot more rare than an anniversary. All y'all motherfuckers got anniversaries. It's not even a big deal.
wedding anniversaries only matter to the people that have gotten married or whatever up until you get to like the 50th one or something, like someone present, and then society is like, oh man, these people did something, like, you know what I'm saying, like then it actually matters to other people, like, oh my god, 50 years, and then it's always a joke. It's like, whoa, miserable.
But it's like really,
you know what I'm saying?
it's like really common though now. I see. Well, at least from I don't want to say it's really common. I don't know. It seems really common now to see people that have been married like 20, 25 years, then get a divorce. 30 years, they get a divorce.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
see a lot of people that are like I have a good friend.
Because what else you got to talk about after that?
I have a good friend who's older than me, like an older dude, and he's been married 25 years, getting a divorce. 25 years of marriage, starting over.
You raise the kids, you raise the family, and then and then you have. When you get divorced, you're on your own. You know that you stick together to raise the family. Maybe you push through it for that reason.
That's a terrible reason to stay married.
Oh, I agree.
You're actually,
Why do you think I'm so fucked up?
If you're not kicking
My parents every day are
I know. You
throwing
need
each other down the
therapy, man.
stairs.
If you're not kicking the dog around or yelling or fighting all the time, then it's just internally miserable. So
Right.
because the kids
Most
just
of the time they are fighting all the time.
well then you should split up. But if you're just internally like, oh man,
It's not good for kids to see their parents miserable all the time either.
No,
So I said this yesterday
Yeah,
on the
it's fine.
show. I said that I didn't get anything from my wife because we're not going to have the opportunity to go anywhere or even enjoy it because the entire day tomorrow I will be working with you. Like I think it's like the whole day.
Yeah.
Oh,
You-
just-
listen,
we're
you
just
can
gonna-
take that. I mean, I'm going to show up
Take her
there,
out to lunch.
and then Butler's going to distribute the gift bags in like 15
And then you're
minutes.
just going to stand there
and then I'm
mad
stand,
for 5
yeah.
okay.
Stand there with my arms
I'm
crossed.
going to do the same.
on the
I'm
stage.
going to spend my anniversary standing next to my friend with my arms crossed, being secondarily mad with you about things that are great.
So you mentioned during a previously recorded commercial that you were going to send Butler across the street to get a wedding anniversary card.
I don't have time to do that.
Your
now.
wife's in the chat, by the way.
Oh, hey, babe.
Well,
Well, she can help then. You can help pick your own card.
Wow.
So
this might
Butler
be
on the line?
He's on the line. We
This is
got
awful.
the choppers
This-
picking out
this
cards.
might
You're
be-
making it less special for
This
her.
might be an all-time low.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Chopper, are you there?
Yes, I am here.
Okay.
Normally it's let's go live to Travis getting the chopper.
Yeah.
But we just go live to the chopper.
So you're standing in the gift or
Greeting card.
greeting card.
Oh my God. This guy
Who
doesn't know.
uses this shit? Old man who buys cards. Anyway, stand in the card aisle. So are you by the anniversary section, or like they have some specific section for that, right?
Yes. Well, they're actually littered throughout this entire area, but yeah, I handpicked a couple, and then there's a small
I'm
section
so
of them.
nervous.
Yeah, are you freaking
What the hell
What's
is
this
this
for your wife?
Are you driving home right now? You're driving home, aren't you?
this motherfucker, I can hear your car because your tires rub. Your tires are bald
You're
as fuck,
making
and I
this
can
shit
hear
up.
them.
You use it as an excuse to go. So
You've already got your lab coat on. You're already off to your health in motion. You're gonna start being junior chiropractor lessons.
So, what card did
My
you
wife's
think?
in the chat room. My wife says, "Don't waste the money on the card."
I like that. I like that. But
She's
by
taking
way,
the
but-
power away. She's
my
fucking
God.
around.
Get some flowers from there instead. That's better than our card.
Maybe we should pivot to flowers.
Although I get allergies when I bring flowers in the house.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
awful. I gave Tracy flowers 2 weeks ago, and I started getting sick. I threw them outside.
He kicked them in the air.
So,
Jesus Christ.
Travis, I'm curious to see what you picked out for Daniel.
Okay.
Because you've worked here for at least 6 months or something like that, and
Yeah.
you got to know Daniel a lot.
Yeah, you got past the lead,
Mm-hmm.
So-
tenure. That's not hard. You made
so
it past a year.
What do we got for card number 1?
Okay, card number 1. I have 2 otters kissing each other.
I like
And it says,
that.
happy anniversary to my significant otter.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Dad
yeah.
pun. Dad
That's
pun.
solid.
That's like pretty close to what Daniel would have picked.
That is damn solid.
It's stupid. It's for babies.
Yeah.
That's all stuff.
Yeah,
they
then
know what.
Andrea would like Andrea. If Andrea's in the chat room, I believe that Andrea would laugh at that. I think she likes a good mom joke.
By the way, what is that? How much is that card? Is it $6.99?
Yeah,
Dude,
for
Jesus
sure.
Christ,
Dude, they're like $7.
It's
Hell-
ridiculous.
dude.
This is $3.69
That's
today.
that's a
Hey.
bargain. Bargain alert.
Yeah, but it costs 2 cents to print that.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In China, like 2 cents. That how much of a markup is that?
Everybody seems to like that card.
Don't
Give us-
otters have poisonous claws on the back?
I don't know. We
What?
have.
It is a high-resolution picture of otters.
That's a
so-
platypus.
Oh, it's a platypus. Yeah.
Give us another one, Butler.
Okay, I have another one that says, happy anniversary. Our years together show that love never dies. And on the inside it says, it just falls asleep in front of the TV with 2 cats sleeping on a couch.
Okay, all right.
Kind of like Daniel.
Yeah, but I don't really know. I've been staying up
oh.
later. I've been staying up
Party
later.
animal
I
now.
stayed up to 9:45 last night.
All right.
I did a 9:45 last night.
So
The cats. You're not a fan of cats.
Yeah, I
though,
don't
right?
like cats.
Yeah.
I'm not a cat.
Okay.
is there any
Scratch the cat
Jesus
then.
themed ones?
Yeah, my
like-
wife. Give her a really
Is there any,
religious one.
like-
She's very religious.
It's like where I like the ones where it's like Christ first, then you.
yeah.
Right,
in
of
this
But
order,
then my wife likes that.
you're supposed to care for God first, then Jesus, then your children, right? Then your spouse.
I think your spouse comes before your children.
Well, that's only on airplanes.
Oh, okay.
That's with the mask.
So I'm done with this bit. Go
Yeah, I
ahead.
am too. You know
Pick
what?
Pick the otter.
Pick the otter card.
The first one's the winner for sure.
And pick the otter card and then text Tracy and find out if she has the lowdown on where the surge is. I want a button.
Got it.
Okay.
We'll see you back.
Concrete Mike in the chat says he has all of his cards from his wife and kids in a shoebox.
Yeah, he said
He
that
saves his
before.
cards.
I see my cards
That's a
too.
weird
He's a-
move for a concrete mic,
Yeah.
right? The
I
frogging
mean, do you get a
toad
tear
king?
in your eye as you're wiping the poop off your
Maybe that's why he gets frogged.
your
I
body?
guess you know what I always attribute like no emotion to real men, but I think the
They're
ultimate
sensitive.
real men
Yeah, they just
have
don't show it
the-
to anyone
He
else but
hides
their
it.
wife. Yeah.
I bet you
Like
and
he has
concrete.
murderous rage and love.
Well, you and,
Romance.
well, it's just spectrums, right? I mean, you and Mike are probably not alike at all. Because
No.
to me, you're a lot more cold than.
Oh, yeah.
He just hides the frog part of his personality behind the concrete, right?
Yeah, but he's like that real man that's like at work. He's like he'll chop his fingers off, then put them in a bag and drive through, not even make a thing,
Right.
but then cry to his wife.
Or maybe he
and then
just has to put everything in a bag
Yeah,
or a
right.
box. You know, there's a card in a box, fingers in a bag.
So Seth,
Yeah.
okay.
Are you finally going to crack this one? I knew that you were going to the
Well, there's-
stupid card thing just because you think that this has gone too far, and you are at this point tired of asking Seth what the new
Well, you know, like
problem is,
when
right?
when I make these bad decisions or bumble or like these things happen to me, you're like, it can't be real. How is this possible?
Well, that
It
was
doesn't
2
make any
weeks
sense.
ago,
Yeah.
but then we had a discussion where I think I do fully understand that your bumble is to my anxiety is to his hypochondria,
so
right? It's an unexplainable
Yeah.
phenomena.
because sometimes I think, and I never have conversations with Seth outside of the
That's
show.
good.
Really, like we never talk on the phone at all.
You never send him like a night or check up on him or
No,
anything.
no,
I do that.
no,
I do that.
It's like, are you coming? Like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
reminder.
Where are
and
you?
And then and 1 second later,
I'm not paying you for nothing.
and then
Actually, you are.
and then the other day he sent me a video, and then in the video is him standing with his girlfriend.
Yeah, and you're like, I finally get to see them fuck.
yeah. I thought it was gonna be one of those like MMA porns where they wrestle
I
around,
love those.
and then they
I
start
love
fucking.
those.
Those are
I love
good.
that.
I don't know if they're still going, those things.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
not during COVID.
They're open, baby.
Maybe not during
Oh,
COVID, but
yeah.
I can't wait till they get back.
Especially during COVID.
I like and I got to tell you, I like the ones where it's a wimpy guy
and a muscle
and
girl.
a muscle girl.
Oh, you're
and-
talking about something different then.
No,
I'm talking about the
no,
ones where the
it-
guys have to fight and they win to fuck the ring car girl.
Yes.
Oh, no,
no,
that's
no,
a-
no,
yeah,
no,
yeah,
no, no.
that's
This
that's
is a
more
guy
aggressive,
versus a girl in like play
Oh,
wrestling,
okay.
and then as soon as his ding dong or her titties fall out, Titty Friday, then it's fuck city, and then the
gotcha.
winner gets to do whatever they want to. Like sometimes when the girls win,
girl
they'll be
is-
like, "Eat my ass," and
Yeah,
if the
yeah.
guy wins, he's like, "Eat my ass," which is the same.
That's where it goes
There
down.
is a weird part in those videos where the girl is still struggling while he like attempts. And you're just like,
Yeah,
what
I
am
feel
I
like
watching?
the referee should step in and go like, "No, you're okay with it now."
Or just like have her.
Okay, she's just a bad actress.
Have her wink at the camera or something. You know,
Yeah.
Anyway, it was like, whatever you want. Is this make me?
Oh, but my new one is light, skinny guy with long dong. Girl flips him over. Muscle girl flips him over and sucks his dick. like she's
In the air?
Yeah, in the air and to
Oh, yeah.
completion, and then just sits him on the couch, and that's it. That's the whole video.
That's it. Yeah.
And I wasn't aroused at all. I was just watching it. I was like, that's a goddamn better way to live. Have your wife pick you up, blow you upside down, and then place you on a couch.
That's like the Amazon ones.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Anyway,
What a time to be alive.
So
All this and a vaccine.
So Seth walks in here with a mask on.
Well, normally he
painter's
does, but then he
mask.
takes it off.
Yeah, well, actually, in the past,
I did.
like 6
When I
months.
first started, I had a mask and then I took it off.
Yeah. Then you just came
Then
in
I
no
just came
mask
in.
for months.
Because I trusted you guys.
in the heat of
That was a
COVID,
mistake.
right? And then now, seemingly, as people are getting vaccinated, things are. I mean,
You
goddamn.
think for my anniversary, my wife could hold me?
We talked about this.
And-
Yeah. I don't think she's big enough.
Samantha
I
The
could.
center of gravity, I bet
She's not strong enough for that.
If I do a handstand to give her some help, and all she
Yeah.
has to do is cut my butt.
I could teach her how to properly squat with a straight back, so she doesn't. Yeah.
All right, anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
It's
Sorry, my mind was wandering. I'm
It-
gonna figure it out and try it.
She could do it for 2 pumps. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it wouldn't be the whole.
If it happens, I'll send you a top hat emoji tonight.
you'd have to be ready
at
to-
midnight. A top hat emoji.
You'd have to be ready for completion, like right before she picks you up. and
Oh,
then
I don't want
2 pumps and-
completion. I just want execution.
Oh, okay.
So Seth, you walk in here full painter's mask, and then you sit down, and then you're like,
He
gonna talk.
tried to play it
I'm
like
like, I'm gonna
everything
talk
was
with this
like-
thing on the whole time. I'm like, oh my god. Then I'm like, Jesus Christ, here we go. I think to myself, I'm like, is it a bit? Is he like, did he come up with this driving his douche car?
And I knew
he's like, I'm gonna do the mask bit, and that'll get him. Like maybe
He writes his best stuff when he's driving.
like,
and I knew you would think that I was actually trying to do a bit. Unfortunately, it's not.
So you have to paint immediately following the show.
What is this?
Okay, so you guys said you all got your first vaccines. So did I. Okay, great. So my second one is tomorrow at 4:00.
Yeah.
Okay. I know from everyone's experience, or lots of people's past experience, that the second one's worse. You start feeling more of the side effects, maybe a fever, some body aches, and all that sort of thing, right?
Yeah.
So I know
that's from your body fighting,
just fighting.
or learning,
Exactly.
your immune system learning.
Right.
Mine already knows.
And I'm prepped for it, and I'm ready for it, and I don't want it to happen, but I'm ready for it.
Ah.
But this is going to help me because I'm preemptively doing this, so I don't want to think when those symptoms start happening that I caught COVID before I got the shot.
No, okay.
So you're preemptively.
So you're this is how you treat your hypochondria.
Yeah, yes, yeah. 100. I'm swear to God, I'm 100%.
You're
sure.
treating your
I don't
hypochondria
wanna
with
think-
other craziness.
Yes,
Crazy beats crazy. Crazy treats crazy. I'm with you.
Yeah, well, it's iron sharpens iron, I believe. Crazy treats crazy. I think of the way there's two phrases.
I don't want to think when I'm having these side effects from the vaccine that it's COVID,
Thank you, Butler.
and that I could have caught it in here next to this fucking schmo.
Jesus, he just sat down.
You just got schmoed.
I'm just joking. Anybody, you know what I'm saying? So this is gonna help me be like, you know what? It's just the vaccine making it. I'm using it so I can self-talk myself down when I start having side effects, and saying, look, I wore a mask there. It's definitely I didn't catch it there. Probably like it's just a side effect.
See, that probably opens up.
Tom hates that.
To where when you took off your mask, you thinking back when you got in your car and you rolled down your window to spit or something, that some COVID balls blew in, and you're like, that's where it got me. Like
Fast, right through the air vent.
See, I appreciate you trying to like preemptively stop your hypochondria because you know you're gonna get some sort of symptom from the vaccine.
Yes.
Although I don't think it works that way, right? Like, for instance, you telling yourself, hey, it's unlikely that I have this rare cancer, especially at my age and my fitness level, and I don't smoke,
well,
and
the way he eats, really. If you really look at how he treats his body.
So statistically, it is not bone cancer or whatever rare cancer, leukemia or whatever.
If it is, you have to look at it like realistically in hypochondriac terms, right? I'm trying to talk a little more his language to help you. If it is, it wouldn't be anything that he contributed to. It would be genetic, and he has no control over that. Right?
It's the not control fact. Yes.
So does that freak you out though? Like you know your family history, right?
Yeah, except for my dad's. No, except for my father's side. A long story with that. But we found out my grandpa was my real grandpa, and I have another grandpa. It's very.
You have another grandpa?
I have another grandpa.
Oh my God, we got to search.
So my dad's dad. My grandpa, who I thought was my grandpa.
My two
entire
grandpas.
life, my two grandpas. My dad found out. This was probably 20 years ago, maybe a little less than that.
So you kicked in the door on
we
the wrong woman.
No, that side of my family. No, that was true. That was my blood. That was my blood.
I was like, it was a mistaken identity.
My
$1,000 apologies.
My other side, we found out that it wasn't. He was not my real grandpa, and that wasn't his real dad. So it was like
I've been an imposter grandpa the whole time.
How did
my last? Oh, I'll say it. I actually never said that. My grandfather's last name. I know his name. His name was Joseph Di Gregorio. He was Italian. Okay, Di Gregorio. So I literally, when I first found this out, I sent about. I searched every single Di Gregorio on Facebook and sent a message telling him the whole story of this is what I know. I know he had 3 sons. One of them, 2 of them was like a foot.
The Di Gregorios have the highest concentration of internal body cancer of any family.
Oh no, I didn't want to know that. I mean, I do want to know that.
And you will keep the tradition and the tumors growing in your body.
You find your real grandfather's all tumors.
But I know he passed away from. I know what he passed away from. He had lymphoma, so that's why I freaked out.
I'm sorry I drove down this road.
Should I be wearing a mask? And you get lymphoma for
that?
Exactly. So, but my point is,
I have lymphomo, which is just the fear of missing out cancer. Thank you.
My point is, Seth.
That's the dumbest thing.
is it how are you going to rationalize, like, okay, you probably don't have COVID because you took these precautions, and then not rationalize you probably don't have all these rare cancers because of that's statistically unlikely. Like, why is this going to work, and then the regular logic and rationale doesn't work for you?
The chat room, Brock Medium says, Di Gregario is Italian for the cancer. That's just fucking funny.
Like, how like, are you going from here to your house and then just sitting there waiting? And then,
pretty much. I mean, I'm going to be until tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, I haven't been this past
Orlando
week.
City game.
I mean, I still wear. I mean, we still wear a mask all at the dojo when I teach and stuff like that. That's still a thing. Everyone wears their mask
in the house.
No, at the dojo.
No, I mean, like, do you in the house?
Oh, no, at the house, no.
Yeah, but what about your girlfriend? Like, for sure, she tells you, she's like, I'm wearing the mask.
She's at a party with her girlfriend.
Mimosa Tuesday.
Orange Sunday.
I've seen them out there. They don't give two fucks.
Oh my God,
that's not true.
21-year-old co-eds, they're partying.
No, she's actually, and this is probably my fault, I'm sure she's a little annoyed with it, but she asked yesterday, she didn't ask.
Can I please leave?
Please!
Exactly. I just want to see
Exactly.
some sunshine.
It's exactly.
Just some pretty sunshine.
Exactly. She goes, I'm going to go over to my friend's house to watch some TV tomorrow. I'm like, what? And I'm like, you know how many times
What's your friend's name?
I'm like, you know how many times I've been invited to go watch TV over somebody's house and I'm not going to do it? I'm like, we're at the very end. Like, why would you risk doing this now? And she goes, she got all upset.
I'm going to invite Seth Pacelli to watch TV with me. Who doesn't know?
It's been 1 year.
I want to be careful for like 2 more weeks.
And that's it.
Imagine what all her young friends are.
That. Why can't she suck?
I'm 18 years old and I haven't done anything for a full year. Please.
Yeah, my God, you're robbing her of her youth. This is her time, man.
No, I
22.
There's no difference between her and Michael Jackson.
I took her the last 2 weekends. We all.
What if she had gone?
Hold on, you
are
Joe
Jackson.
You are the Joe Jackson of Central Florida.
You are MMA's Joe Jackson. You are robbing her of her childhood. You will soon wear a sequin, like a suit and a fedora at award shows.
But I can't help how I feel, and like I know I'm gonna get freaked out, so she doesn't have to deal with it, I guess.
Do you really want her you don't want her to walk out of your life based on something as silly.
But we're at the very, that's just it. We're at the very end. 2 more weeks after I get my shot. 2 more weeks, we're good. I got 2 weeks for the work.
But here's what I've learned about craziness. Is that like like the homeless guy that pushes the cart? Yeah. He's screaming.
Oh, we have one now on my street.
Yeah. He's screaming about something.
In Baldwin?
Yeah. I love him. I talked to him from the balcony.
He has no home, but he's burdened himself with a shopping cart filled with rugs. Like for whatever reason, it's like you're free. So why would you chain yourself to a shopping cart full of rugs? Is because you're mentally ill.
Yeah.
And what I've learned is
he'll watch those until he dies.
I've never looked at that guy and said he'll probably be good in a couple of years. He'll work this out.
All he needs is 2 more weeks of mask wear and he'll be fine.
I look at him and
Two more rugs.
Today is the least crazy this man will ever be in his life because you just get worse and worse as you go. And I don't.
Well, the chat room.
If it's not this, Seth, it's going to be something else. And then
no, because before COVID, before all this crap, we were we were having a great time. It was amazing.
Well, the chat room asked this. They say none of these shots prevent COVID, though. Yeah,
I know that.
And he says, I'm confused of his line of thought. They're designed to build defenses for your body to reduce symptoms, not to prevent. I think, and I don't want. Look, I had my last shot on Monday too. I don't want to get it like Johnny Magic, broadcaster here in town on XL 106.7. He got first shot, then in the middle, and he even said this. I don't want to. I can't quote him, but he basically said, "Maybe I let my guard down and I got it. Don't do what I did."
Listen, I don't, without besides on the because this shit gets real political and everybody starts screaming at each other. Yeah,
so do what you're comfortable with.
Yeah, whatever you want. Yeah, I think it does work to not help you not get really sick.
Yeah, really sick. That's all I care about. I just don't
real sick, and then even above and beyond that, I heard that it helps you prevent from even catching it a certain percentage, right? Like your body's already has the antibodies to fight. Also, if you're not symptomatic, it's harder to spread. Like you're not coughing on your family.
I don't know about you after your first shot, but I felt after my first shot like I didn't need it. Like when they gave it to me, I was like, I'm not feeling anything. My arm wasn't sore. And I think that just means that I had already my body had already prepared itself, which is probably the reason why I didn't get it. right?
Yeah. The science is real.
Yeah, the science is real. It is in the documents, Tom.
So let's move on to some listener gripes. Daniel
I'm
got
working
an
on
email.
an intro for this. If you want to keep it, we're going to see how it goes today and fill this out.
Daniel got an email from a listener who's actually a founder and has accused me of being a dickhead to them, which I've said for years that I've never been a dickhead to anybody in my life.
It still stands.
I have the inability to do that.
Yes.
I wish I had the ability. I see dickheads out there and people like the J color.
You're a passive dickhead, though.
Well, there are times when I wish he would be an active dickhead because there are times when people are straight up just like being an ass to him, and I want him to there are times when I want you to punch people in the face. And you don't do it because you're too even-keeled. You're not reactionary.
It's not because I don't want to be a dickhead to them.
I want you to. I want to see the
can't.
strength. I want to see you.
I'm not strong
I want to
enough.
see you with my temper.
I
want to pee in the same fountain and switch brains because I want to start fucking some people up.
I have some mental
bad
disability where I am afraid of hurting people's feelings or making someone feel bad.
What?
Yeah, we were talking about it this I was talking about it this
Not
morning.
on a show.
What kind of bullshit is that?
I was talking about it this morning with my wife because some kids are more assertive than other kids. Maisie is a very assertive kid, to the point where there have been other, parents that have said, hey, Maisie can help my kid maybe be a little less getting pushed around.
Right.
And that was a conversation we had this morning. Maisie is not like Tom. Maisie loves confrontation.
And Seth, I am not hurting your feelings.
Point of every day.
I know that you think you're better.
No, I do not.
And I know that anything I say
You
in
don't
this,
like confrontation.
You get in your
No,
car.
I
You
hate
hate confrontation,
Yeah.
which is why it always blew my mind that you're an MMA fighter. I don't understand that.
Well, I feel bad after I hit him.
That's why he's bad at it.
That also makes you a little bit crazy, too. I think we can file that at the crazy fight. He's really good at something that he doesn't like doing that much.
I like
You know who's good at MMA fighting? A guy who walks like this. That guy's good.
Yeah, he's good.
He's swinging his arms like
You care too much. You care too much.
That guy's a dickhead. Anyway, so this guy claims that I was a dickhead to them, and Daniel started reading to me a little bit.
Well, I flagged it, and I sent it to Sam originally because I was like, we have a problem here. This is a founder. We can't have founders being treated this way within this company. That's not how I do business.
And I immediately remembered the email this guy sent me, and I have my defense right now. So,
well, I started reading a little bit to you, and Sam, to quote what I said to you, you started getting a little hot.
Yes, because he is accusing me of
And so
attacking him.
I politely
personally.
asked you to hold, and I said, look, we should probably just do this on the air because it's getting a little real, and you're getting a word I overuse. You're getting a little spicy.
So go ahead and read the email.
This says, I sent this to Tom when he was looking for a boat. A goddamn BDM with access to 3D models to boats from the largest manufacturer of boats in the U.S. and no response. I asked about Marco Island and no response. I mailed vodka from Poland, which Ross drank wrong, and no response. I was talking to you at a BDM meetup about the vodka, and Tom drags you away after you told him I sent the vodka, and he doesn't even acknowledge me.
This was an email sent to me, by the way. He's talking to me saying, Tom pulled you away, Dan.
I guess being a studio founder doesn't have its privileges. Dan, you are the good one. Tom can suck a fat D.
That was the part where Tom was going, suck a fat dick. All right, motherfucker. If there's one thing I don't do is I don't suck dick.
Especially not on Titty Fridays.
You know what? This goes to show you
Dick Tuesday
that and my wife's like this, and I think a lot of emotional people are like this.
I'm an emotional person.
Yeah, Daniel does this all the time where he takes something that happened or someone said something to him, whatever, and he's interpreting it.
I usually throw my own version of emotion on top of it. It's a projection deal.
A lot of people do that.
Yeah, well, I'm really good at it,
that.
though. But the cool thing about it is I can also take those emotions and then throw them onto characters and create a funny character or something, right?
Yeah.
So there is a positive here, but it's a lot of negative.
But and this gentleman, I believe, is doing that in each one of these circumstances, but I have my defense in every single circumstance.
State your case, Tom Vann.
And I contend my defense was to not be a dickhead to this person, and that's why. Anyway, so the first email, he said he sent me an email saying his buddy was a boat manufacturer. I imagine that was when I was looking for boats, or when back when I bought one from Falconer.
This has been an ongoing. I feel that this guy is saying that there's been an ongoing, like, you have been
ignored him.
Straight up ignored him.
Just kind of fucking with him.
When he's trying to help you or has questions.
Now, that particular, his first email, he's like, I sent him an email saying, my buddy manufactures buttholes or whatever.
Buttholes? My buddy manufactures buttholes.
Now, I should have said, thanks for the tip, Tom Vann. I should have said that.
Correct.
Now, I probably was busy. I'm a very busy person.
You're not a small talk emailer, but like I try to email everybody back, even if it's like, hey, thanks for the link, checking it out now. I'm not checking out your link. I'm not.
Right.
But you also, now, this one's on you. You didn't really, you're like, my buddy makes boat holes over here. That's all you got. It's not like, hey, my buddy has this boat for sale. He hasn't posted it for sale yet. I bet you can get a good deal on it. You should jump on it. It's just a flim-flam, vague thing. That what am I supposed to call the company and be like, hey, your buddy said you make boat holes. Holes. I can't say that.
Well, pause for 1 second, because I was going to say that I like to challenge myself. I was doing one this morning when you walked in.
Yes.
1 week from today, I will debut my very own Jimmy Buffett themed sort of song called Boat Holes and Buttholes.
Yes.
There you go. It's kind of like my, changes in attitudes, changes in attitudes. I'm going to go that.
And the second email that I ignored was, I remember this one a couple days ago. He sent me an email and said, hey, you've been to Marco Island. Do you know any place I could rent a boat down there?
Yeah, you like boats. You should know that.
And
you got Google it for him.
I didn't respond because my response was going to be, look it up online. How do I know?
Wait, were you going to say look it up online, dickhead?
Anyway, I thought to respond and be like, no, I don't really know of any.
Your friend David has a boat rental place.
Boat rental? Have I ever talked about renting boats in Marco Island?
Wait, so were you going to be like, have I ever talked about it? How dare you? Like, what are you going to do like that?
It's a weird question. Like, for instance,
you do shit like that all the time. You ask dumb questions like that all the time, and then I Google them for you, and then you still don't believe the answer. So I don't know what you're mad about.
People email me this shit all the time. Like, hey, Daniel, what's a good place to eat in St. Augustine? Like, I don't fucking know. I go there 4 times a year.
Yeah, but that's different.
I don't fucking know. I haven't been there in 20 years. I graduated Flagler. I didn't. I transferred to UCF.
But at least you talk about Saltwater Cowboys.
Yeah, but I do that. Saltwater Cowboys and Mojo's Tacos. That's all I got.
But it's not like.
But at least I reply is what I was gonna say.
I don't have a boat renting story down to Marco. I've been to Marco, but it's like
you could just politely say no. Sorry, I don't.
Yeah, but that seems like a dickhead to me because that goes because it seems like dismissing.
Yeah, if you email him back and you say, buddy, I don't really know, man. I'm really sorry, I can't help you out.
But that makes me think he's gonna feel bad.
You are insane. You might be more insane than Seth.
So to really dig in here, Sam, to really dig in here. It is close. I love it when you say that, too. To really dig in here, there must have been something that Tom did or something, let's just go with... In his past.
Where he did respond and someone took it wrong?
Somebody took it wrong because, just the idea of you being nice, just saying, I don't have the knowledge you're seeking, right? That's all you're saying. You're saying, you came to me, you wanted to know something. I can't provide it. So I'm going to nicely tell you that I can't provide it. Or maybe even say... like
fear of letting him down.
But here's okay. I remember this looking at this email on my couch.
How is that bad?
I scroll emails on the couch while my wife's not looking because she yells at me for being on my goddamn phone all the time. So I'm scrolling through emails.
You gotta do it on your watch.
I see this email and then I swear to God I think about this. I looked at it and I'm like, I could say, I'm sorry, I don't know, and send, but that seems like a short dickhead, I should be like, I would probably go online and there's a lot. And this, honestly, I thought this out. I was like, instead of going through a major company, it's easier if you just search boat rental on Facebook because people now rent out their boats peer to peer, and that's cheaper than using some sort of.
Why didn't you tell them that?
Because I determined that it was too long.
Not important enough to you. People in the chat are saying you're too big and too famous now to respond to people's emails, and I kind of agree.
I feel like there is a weird dysfunction there where you saying, hey, buddy, I don't have the answer you're looking for, and then you follow up with something nice like, but I do appreciate you listening to the show, man. Good luck finding the boat. There is nothing.
Just straight close the email.
There is nothing. There's absolutely nothing wrong with telling people you don't have the answer.
Right,
that's weird.
But then I'm like, why did this person think I know about boat rentals in Marco Island? Then I got mad at him.
Yeah, so then you get mad. Yeah, I get mad. Why does he think I know this?
Because you go to Marco Island and you have a boat?
Yeah, well, he goes to Marco Island, and maybe there's an offset chance that he's used a marina that might rent boats. It does make sense to me.
It makes sense to me.
No, but I tell him my whole life, have you heard me talk about boating in Marco Island? Far as hell to drive down there.
But maybe he doesn't listen to every single show, and maybe he's
a founder. So why does he listen to every show? That's on him. Also,
like a victim blaming.
I mean, the more we're going down this road and the more you're digging in, I don't think we're helping the show.
I don't either.
I like it.
If people ask me about gambling, someone asked me about taking my boat out.
But you don't know anything about gambling.
I send them what I do know. I send them along, and then people ask me about St. John's River. I'm telling them to go up to Drink Beer Beach, go up to Blue Springs, pontoons. I write long because I know about that. I don't know about boat rentals.
He said he tells everyone his family built that island.
Yeah, let me give you a few more.
They know.
Yeah, people are saying you've got your day before an event hair, which is true. People are saying you're 100% too famous now. I feel like it's one thing to ask a question to the hive mind if it's an opinion-based or has multiple solutions. If it's a yes or a no question, why are you typing it anywhere else aside from Google and looking it up yourself? So there's somebody on your side. That's
what everybody does.
Who's that?
Tom is afraid that if he responds, that then opens up to more interaction. That's a good thing. The chat room is straight nailing it.
Interaction. What was it?
The chat room,
you hate small talk.
The chat room is nailing it.
3 and 4, though, I have no recollection of me taking Daniel away from you at an event, but most likely it was because we had to make a stage announcement, and I was in a fucking rush, and someone's like, go get Daniel, and then I have to run.
When I read that, I was like, thank God he got me away from one of our disgusting listeners. Yuck. I'm so glad you guys are locked in these pods. My God, put the animals in the cages.
Obviously,
I'm joking.
I would have never done anything that would make an awkward scenario, like grab Daniel away and be like, excuse me, sir, just stop talking. Like,
we've never done that. In fact, if anything, we've always been late because I'd rather stand out there and talk to you guys and just drink beers. I don't want to work. And you're crazy. I don't want to be up on the fucking stage. I just want to watch Cashed Out.
And if you send vodka to the studio or like our P.O. box, like if we drank it on the show, was
it vodka or
that's
Malort
on everybody.
or...
Why is it on me if they're not thanking you personally?
Well, he said Ross drank it wrong, which how do you drink vodka wrong? You just put it in your mouth, right?
But that's not Ross. I didn't do anything to your vodka. So I don't know. This gentleman's mad at me for no reason.
It spiraled out of control and got uncomfortable. It was weird.
Now, the second gripe we have, Samantha, just to, I look at this like when...
Wait, am I in trouble?
No. I was going to tell you, just call the gentleman.
It is Titty Friday.
Oh, okay.
It is Titty Friday, and I'm not seeing any.
This gripe isn't with me. It's with Seth.
What?
And,
come on, I don't want to get yelled at.
By the way, this whole setup was like the bully saying, punch me in the face, nerd. and then there's a weak punch, and then that justifies beating the other guy up.
Anyway, what's happening here? Because we got a lot of people on Twitch. Twitch.tv/TomandDan Live if you're watching the replay. Thanks for being with us, guys.
A while back, Seth gave us a little tidbit of information that we found interesting, which was he sold his engagement ring to one of our listeners. And then we got contacted by the listener who bought your engagement ring and was very displeased with the business transaction. So we have... Does he want to remain anonymous?
He didn't say so. I think he's
anonymous.
I have his...
If he talks shit, I'll tell his name right now. I get it on my email.
Well, I'll give him a fake name.
I'm just joking.
You can give him a fake name, sure.
We can call him the failed ring ding dong.
Funny, he was very nice and pleasant when we did the exchange. Anyway, let's see what he has to say.
I mean, you intimidate people like you do, Seth, in the Walmart parking lot or wherever you did this business transaction.
It was I invited him in my house. He
never bring him in your house.
You definitely got COVID now.
Why would you let them in your house?
Because I'm a friendly person. So whatever he decides, I say is bullshit.
Was this during COVID?
No, it was before.
Also, if I was as strong as Seth, I'd be like, I could beat up anybody.
Yeah, I'd let anybody out. I'd be naked the whole time.
That guy's like, kill me, shoot me really easily.
And then as they're leaving, I'd be like, you sure you want to try some shit, bro? Because I'm just fucking itching.
What's this guy's name? You know,
we don't give him a fake name?
Bill.
Your name
Jim.
is...
Ring ding dong.
Your name is Starnchy
Come on.
Snert.
So, is this the gentleman who bought Seth's ring?
It's Staunchy Snert.
Yes, this is. How's it going?
Good. So,
Well, I don't know this for sure.
Sounds
so
like Mike B.
I mean, why would he lie about this?
Yeah. Well,
So
This person has the voice of a cartoon aardvark.
So let's talk about
thank
this.
you.
How did you find this? Was a Facebook Marketplace ad that you responded to?
So what happened is I'm a BDM, so I'm a member of the BDM Facebook group, and somebody had saw the ad that Seth put up on Facebook Marketplace, took a screenshot, and then was bullying him and trolling him on the BDM page, saying, "Look at this guy selling his ring." And I was like,
That's why I like the BDMs more than anybody else because they're good at
I
bullying.
was like,
Titty
"That's
fry.
a really nice ring."
So you saw the BDMs bullying Seth, and then you thought to yourself, like, "Whoa, like this? That's a nice ring."
I could use a ring with bad mojo all over it.
Well,
now were you in the market for a ring at the time?
Yeah, so actually Seth did me a favor because I knew the kind of ring that my girl wanted. She wanted an antique setting, a nice fancy ring. I know Seth doesn't buy any junk, so I saw him selling it. I knew there was bad mojo around it, but I think it's better than buying a blood diamond from Zales or some other thing. So I contacted him and said, "Hey, I like your ring. Is this for real?" And yeah, it worked out.
I mean, just for our legal department, I would
did you
like
hear that?
to say
For the most part was the end.
Well, I
part.
would also like to chime in to
I'm
our
diving
legal
in.
department that we have no proof that Zales is blood diamond crazy. Throwing it out
Right.
there. Yeah. I don't want big diamond up my ass.
So now, when you contacted Seth, tell us about the start of the business transaction. Did you?
What was he wearing when he opened the door?
what?
Well, let's talk about did you just hit him up on Facebook and like, hey, I'm interested in your ring?
Yeah, how do you even do that?
And by the way, did he have a price on Facebook, or did he say call for price?
And did Seth go, let me get a picture of the girl it's going to, bro, to make sure she's not an uggo?
No, so I messaged him on Facebook and said, "Hey, I'm interested." And to Seth's credit, he had put up pictures of the ring and everything, and he also put up pictures of the evaluation or the appraisal or whatever you call it. So I thought for the most part it was legit. And then I hit him up and said, "Hey, yeah, I'm interested." We kind of went back and forth a little bit, debated on the price. I talked him down a little bit, and then went to his house and bought it from him. Yeah.
Now, when you talked him down on the price,
I'd
where
like to
did
know
he
how this
start
happened.
with, and how aggressive of a negotiator was he? Because I need this information for future use.
So Seth seems to remember that he sold it for $10,000. He did not. He sold it to me for $9,000.
Oh, you tried to inflate it a little bit. Didn't want to take such a big hit.
Did he lean on it being a story you can tell forever because you got to meet the giant killer?
God.
No, he never even brought that up. He was strictly business.
Now, when you
did you see his girlfriend? Did she ever hand you a book with maybe a note inside of it saying "Help me," or did she write inside a?
Also, did he tell you to bring cash, or like what was the currency?
Yeah.
Like no checks, bro. What did he say?
No, it was cash. So I had to go to the bank in downtown Orlando, and I tried to take out $9,000 in cash, and they're like, "Well, we don't have that on hand." And I started getting really freaked out and flustered. I was like, "What? What do you mean you don't have $9,000 on cash?" So I had to go to a different bank. They sent me to a different branch where they had $9,000 on cash.
And you're sweating in your hand one basketball shorts, and you're shuffling through.
And for sure,
cocaine deal.
Yeah.
I've done this before, where the person behind the counter looks at me and they're like, and
This guy doesn't have $9 grand.
and then
And
looks
you
back
look
at the
down and you're-
manager, and then they're like looking around, they're like, something's happening.
And you're always dressed like a dickhead. You look down, you're wearing some shitty shirt that has like Super Mario Brothers or some like novelty shit on it.
Venmo me, bro.
and
look
then
like a kid.
you could see it in the teller's eyes that they know you're making a poor decision.
Yeah.
Because they're
Oh
like,
yeah, they raised their eyebrows a little bit, and but I'll tell you what, the most nervous I was driving from the bank to Seth's house with all that cash on me, just in case I got pulled over or in an accident. I don't know what was going to happen, but I was super nervous driving to his house.
I mean, that is when you do press pause on your ICP CD, and you like put the windows down so you can keep it straight, while you're driving.
Now, when you get to Seth's house, you got the $9,000. I'm sure in like a bank envelope, right? Or is it in a rubber band and like in a roll? Like how do you have it?
Money bag.
I left it in the bank envelope, but I
like
went to his
loose
house
in
and,
a pillowcase, but fluffed.
And then you go to the door. Now, do you go to like Seth's dining room table or the kitchen so he can display to you the ring?
I feel like it's a rookie move to have him count it all out in front of you too. I feel like you're supposed to have an element of trust. And
no, Seth made me count it all out. So yeah, I came in. We went to his kitchen
That's a
table.
rookie move.
There's some old man working on all these projects.
That's
in the
my
back.
dad.
Yeah, that's slave dad.
Yeah.
Throw that in there.
And then there was a very, very attractive young lady there as well who kind of walked through the kitchen just to check out what was going on.
She's trying to give you
But
signals.
I have no idea who that was.
Was it a long?
Oh, it's probably my niece, you scumbag.
There's all young teens.
Wow, that's great. I'm glad you're getting married and checking on my niece.
I mean, niece, teen. I don't know.
Tracy's somebody's niece, right?
Well,
no, it wasn't
I'm not
Tracy.
dead
It wasn't
yet,
Tracy.
so I
at
can
that
still
time.
look.
They're all somebody's niece. There.
So-
That's what I'm saying. That's my point.
Now, you made the transaction. You give Seth the money. He gives you the ring in a box. And then do you shake hands?
My
do
dick
you,
in a box.
Do you bow? Do you do
Well done.
do you small talk? Does he tell you any stories? Does he try to?
He's not you.
No,
You want to get a photo of us flexing, bro?
It was pretty quick. He's just like, oh, okay, here you go. And then he was like at the end, have a nice life. And that was basically
Oh,
the
so you had to throw in the little bit of negative shade.
I said, have a nice
Hope it
life.
works better for you than it did for me.
I had probably said something like that.
That's he was mad.
He did say that.
He was mad that you negotiated down to $9,000.
He's also mad that you're happily getting married
Oh.
and
Yeah,
his
right.
shell left
How do you
it.
gotta say that?
Yeah. I guess like
Yeah, I was so
Stop.
sad. I was out banging every girl.
Yeah, it sounds like you loved it too.
Yeah.
but they're $4,000 shy of depreciation on a ring.
Whatever. I have it marked as 98.99, but maybe it was 90. I maybe marked it higher than I don't know. I haven't marked it sold as 98.99, but
So now you did say that you were a little disappointed after.
You said he kind of screwed you a little bit, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
let's talk about that.
Yeah, so, I mean, my girl loves the engagement ring. It's beautiful. It's everything she was hoping for. But then we went to, we're making our final plans to get married. We're getting married in October finally. And then we went to go size up the wedding band with the engagement ring. And the jeweler's like, yeah, these two don't really go together. So I have to buy a new wedding band on top of all of this to match the engagement ring that I bought from Seth because they did not match up.
What was the other one was from a former?
2 wives ago.
They got a whole bag of rings.
You had to wait until you had two failed to get a complete set.
Yeah.
So he sold you the engagement band, didn't match the wedding ring.
Correct, and now I have to spend another $2,000 in order to get an engagement ring or a wedding band that lines up with the engagement ring.
I hope it's worth it, buddy.
My girl,
Hold on, why'd you con this man?
I didn't
Seth?
con shit. There's an upgraded wedding band that didn't come. It was a custom ring. It doesn't come with a matching custom wedding
I can't
band.
hear you in the mask. I don't know what he's saying, sir. I'm sorry.
So hold on, how does that? What's custom? They should go together, right?
I build it. No, it's a ring.
Seth
I
never
built the
told me
ring.
that.
Oh, you left that part out.
It's supposed to be stackable, right?
First of all, the listing was just for the engagement ring. It had nothing to do with the wedding band. I threw in the wedding band, which was about a couple grand on its own.
Oh, you free wedding band.
So the listing was for the wedding with the wedding ring. And the wedding band, I was just like, take it. It goes with it.
But it doesn't go with it.
It doesn't go with it.
But it does, and it fits perfectly. It goes together. It looks
No, he
looks
said
like
he
it
had to get it
matches.
resized, so it doesn't fit.
Well,
right.
it's not my fault. Her fingers are probably bigger.
Oh, sorry, it's all your wife. He's mad.
Everybody, hold on.
No, fuck you. No, this is bullshit. I did a nice thing, and now I'm getting fucking fucked with for no reason.
I'll do the Cosby comb. Calm, everybody.
Bullshit.
Hey, calm down.
Now I'm getting pissed.
Nobody's wife has fat fingers.
That's not what I said.
Every ring is great.
Sir, will you fight this Seth at our Land Cruiser?
Yes.
No, my grand opening.
Will you fight at Seth's grand opening? We're tentatively calling it Miss Mediocre 2021. We're open, baby.
That'll probably cost me more in medical bills than the actual new ring.
Yeah, it's
so
all
no,
fake.
I'll-
Everything's fake. We're just you just get in there like Conor McGregor. You just
Even you having to pay for another wedding ring, you're still saving tons of money on what that would have actually cost to buy. So
whatever you got to do to justify the night.
Oh man, this is a crazy first segment. It is Titty Friday. Holy shit! I want to pull my titties out.
This gang's so I'm afraid of Seth's coming to kill you. I do think about it every once in a while. I'm like, what if he gets real mad? He just starts kicking us all. We can't stop him. Murder us all.
I still have the body armor arrived at my house that I was
Oh
buying.
my God, Jesus Christ! Okay.
All right, sir. You got
done here.
screwed
Yeah.
by Seth.
Oh
I
yeah, you're
apologize.
real screw job.
I
Congrats! You're
How's
just like every other 19-year-old in Orlando.
Does your wife know that that's Seth Petrozelli's old cursed wedding ring?
Oh no! Thankfully, she doesn't listen, and I will never tell her. But I tell my buddies that see that engagement ring? That's the guy that knocked out Kimbo Slice.
Thank you.
Don't tell anybody that.
The ring.
I mean, the money did, but
the ring that finger has been on probably went in Seth's butt.
It's been in my mouth. That's for sure.
I'm just saying. If you want to really connect the dots, it's a poop
I never
ring.
thought about that.
Yeah, well, hey, that's why I'm here.
All right, sir. Sorry for your loss.
Wait, nobody died. Why did you say that?
I don't know. All right, we need to take a break.
We do.
We'll come back.
Oh,
We'll
man,
do
that
some
was
news.
funny.
Funny
for me.
God.
Thanks for getting the card.
Oh, you're
I
welcome.
appreciate that. That is really going to help out.
She said she just wanted chips and salsa.
Yeah,
She didn't want a card.
That is what we're doing. I'm just going to make her salsa. We already agreed upon it. I'm making my own. I mean, it's going to take me a minute. Yeah, I got to cut up 8 Roma tomatoes and onion and put a little sugar, a little spices in there.
Sugar goes in it?
Well, a little bit if you like it sweet. She likes it sweet with a little bit of
that's
vinegar. You activate the vinegar with the sugar.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Little bit. And it's not much. It's like a pinch. What's wrong, Tom?
No, that card will still be sitting here on Monday.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will.
I'm looking
100%.
at it,
I don't
I'm
know
like,
why he actually bought it.
I'll
you take it for your
Oh, yeah, 1 year from now.
Yeah.
I'll be like, thank you.
I could take and give it to Tracy, apologizing for not letting her go.
Oh, yeah.
You could just
Is she
let her
still
go places.
Yeah, I guess you could, like I don't know, stop kidnapping her. This is
I feel bad about
Susie
it.
Moon.
Beauty and the Beast over here.
This is Susie Moon. The name of the song is Special Place in Hell. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Titty Fridays.
Oh,
Mediocre time with Tom and Dan. I'm Little Titty Dan. And that's Big Titty Tom.
Yeah. I was about to scream it, but
Sorry.
Took it away from
Yeah, I
no,
didn't. Sorry, I didn't know you were going to
no,
scream.
no. Samantha's here, Seth's here, Travis is here. So, let's do some dump them out. We'll do Seth's news.
Switching it up on us.
Well, we said that, and I completely forgot that we actually said that.
Mainly
so.
because me and Daniel want to laugh at this bobcat video because
all I wanna
So
do
that
is-
means
that's
you're
all I
not
wanna
going to
know.
laugh at Seth's news.
True.
We got too many topics on the list today. It's the end of the motherfucking show. So come on, baby, let's dump them out and play. I wanna see your topics. Ooh, I wanna also see your bottomics.
Dump them out brought to you by True Leave. If you buy any product at True Leave, just fill out our form. It's on the front of tomanddan.com. And when you fill out that form, you just put some proof, a picture of what you bought or a picture of your receipt or whatever.
Am I eligible? Because I'm going after the show.
Yes, you are.
I'm getting
eligible.
my 25% off for my birthday month.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
25% off.
Also, follow them so
steal.
you see when they do their happy hours and everything. Like, they always got promotions. But buy something at True Leave, fill out the form. That helps us. We'll send you a gift in the mail, and it's a nice gift. It's a bunch of different stuff. And Eric is throwing in some extra stuff, so we're definitely... We benefit if you do that. So if you want to help us, and literally, if you're going to buy some THC, buy the True Leaf, fill out the form. We'll send you a free gift.
It's funny because like a lot of like bigger companies would never mention the they don't want you to know how the sausage is made because it's not pretty at times. But to small companies like us, I don't understand why it would be bad to say, hey, you do realize that, guys, when you talk to True Leaf, like that stuff does actually matter. And he goes to our contact, Skylar, and we give it to her, and she'll either say, this is impressive, guys, I want to continue to do this, or this is not impressive, guys.
Yeah, and you don't have that many listeners
and we're gonna try something
using
else.
us. Yeah. So this is a way we show them, and it's
I'd
a win-win.
rather just tell you the honest truth of how we do things here, and you can help us.
And
or choose not
proving to our sponsors that it works.
Yeah, totally fine not to do it. If you're not into weed, I get it.
So don't think, because I've had people are like, oh, I go to True Leave, but I don't need you to send me something because I don't want you to spend the money. But no, we need that because it helps us because then we use the proof.
Get the free shit is what we're saying.
Yes, please.
Just get the free shit. Plus, we bought it, and either you're going to get it or we're going to put it in a storage unit.
Please, guys.
Thank you.
Just fill it out because there's so much shit.
This whole honesty thing is really working for us, guys. It really is.
I know.
So do you want to?
I can't wait for this. I'm so excited.
So
I'm so excited.
Who said EJ sent this?
EJ sent this.
Yeah, it was going crazy on all the social media.
I think it's
yesterday.
all over the Reddits. Yeah, I think it's
got like 5 million views on TikTok.
Jeez Louise. Okay.
So EJ sent this, and what did he title it?
He's just said this man gets attacked by a bobcat. It's in Tom's neighborhood. Which is a lie.
It's definitely not. I think he was joking.
Yeah. That's not. I don't even think that's Florida.
It's not true. Okay, here's the video. Okay, you ready? And luckily, we can play the whole thing because the guy goes a little curse crazy. So here we go. It's Bobcat attacks family and drive. Do you want to preface?
Well, wait. When we first watched this, I immediately, because everything on the internet is fake now, I'm immediately skeptical.
Same.
Right? So, because there's all these, they're like, look at this UPS delivery man, put back the flag. There's all those things. You're like, this is obviously staged or whatever. There's a lot of these things. But and what made me even more skeptical was at the beginning of this, and you'll hear he makes some oh, the car's dirty, or and I'm
small talk,
and I'm like, why did he say that? That's weird.
He says hello to the person jogging by, then he's like, oh, I gotta wash my car.
Yeah, it looks corny and staged a little bit, but then after we watched it, we're like, no way, this is real, and it made us laugh a lot.
This is 100% real. So here we go. We'll start it. I'll make it big the second time around so you guys can see it full screen. Here we go.
Good morning.
He's walking out to his car.
He's got brownies.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he's got.
Yep.
Okay, can I pause it there? This is the cutest man in the world.
I know.
He's got his little brownies.
Guess what his name is?
Is it cute?
Happy.
No way.
I swear to God.
Like Gilmore?
His name is Happy.
Like his first name?
Yes.
No way.
Is that what they just call him?
In all the news articles, his name is Happy.
No.
I swear.
Okay, well, I'm just going to let it roll then because it's just this. Then now I'm thinking it's fake.
Car.
So here comes his wife between this car and the next car, and she's holding. Bobcat is attacking her.
Is that what the noise was? Yeah. Oh, she's.
Yeah.
So, why is that kid running after her?
For those of you not watching,
shot-putting it.
He goes,
Yeah, fuck it.
and he yeeks that thing, man. He's
So-
like, later.
Holy crap.
Oh my God, it's a bobcat.
So, for those of you not watching on Twitch, and those of you who haven't seen the video, this man, his wife is walking on the passenger side of this minivan, holding a cat carrier,
cat carrier.
and gets attacked by what looks like a bobcat. Then they're screaming. He runs over there and then pulls the bobcat
off of her back. Yeah.
And then is holding it like the Lion King,
Yeah.
right?
Like Simba, yeah.
But I
But
think,
realized that it was a bobcat.
He's
oh my God!
He's distancing him. He's trying to keep it up.
and so and then he says, "Oh my God, it's a bobcat!" And by the way, this whole time, I'm like fake, like because I'm like, who does that? Who holds the bobcat
Happy does.
that was attacking your wife, and then it's like and screams out loud, "Oh my God, it's a bobcat!" I'm like, this is for sure fake. This is someone's pet.
I think maybe at first he thought it was a pet cat, and then once he realized, he's
because
like,
I think what happened here is she had a cat, right?
Right.
Bobcat wants to eat that cat.
Exactly.
So what made me
I got an update.
convinced
good.
this was real was him throwing the bobcat as hard as he
It's
could.
the best thing I've ever seen.
End over end.
End over end into his yard, but not carefully, like where he thought that it was going to land on his feet, like a fake throw.
He did it like a real, like you'd throw a bobcat.
He threw this thing to hurt it. Like this is the way you throw.
Will hear him go, yeah! Just listen for it.
And he throws it with all his might.
Here, wouldn't do it again.
I like the bobcat noise.
What is is that a kid that runs up?
It's
to
a
us?
lady
It's a
running
lady.
by.
Oh, just a
Here,
lady.
I'm gonna go full screen for the viewers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good morning.
Now, see, it just ran across the street on the left. I don't
Oh,
know if
I
you guys
didn't see
saw
it.
that.
No.
So I read.
Rewind it.
If you look behind that SUV,
There it
I'll
is.
show you.
It's right here.
Yeah, right there.
See,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Can you see my
Yeah,
cursor?
watch
Okay,
it. Watch
yeah.
it run to
Yeah.
come get this lady.
Look at my cursor, and you'll see it run across the street.
There it
There it
goes.
goes.
Oh shit! It's fast.
Yeah.
Wow, Sam's on this shit.
Wait, listen. You hear
I need
me?
to wash my car.
Now you'll hear it. He says, "I need to wash my car." Then you'll hear the cat ramp
Yeah.
up.
You'll hear it go. "Rawr." Oh shit!
He got that bitch.
It's right in your ass.
Yeah. Trying to eat his.
So he picks it up.
Okay, he's
Happy's
got
a real man, by the way, because I don't know if
This motherfucker's brave.
I think I would kick it. I don't know if I would grab it and pick it up. Right? Like that's a
Tom
bold
and I
move.
were discussing this. He says kick. I said I would like to think that I'm as brave as Happy, right? I
I'd
think
probably
we all
grab it just because it's like climbing up her. It's gonna
Yeah.
be hard to kick it and not her.
I think you
Yeah, I
would grab
guess
it off of Crystal.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I was
Well,
trying to go.
Well, you
with,
can't really
You just
tell.
gotta take it and just
Yeah,
kick her too.
Yeah.
I think it's a reactionary like thing. I think that Happy grab like you would do that for Crystal. I would do that for Andrea.
Yeah, no, of course. I'm not
Stomp-
afraid.
You stomp on them both.
I don't give a
The
shit
girl
about
and-
the bob. I'm not afraid of it. I'm just saying it's odd to me to like pick it up. I would think like you just getting it away from your wife, like kicking it, knocking it off. You know, I don't
that
know.
thing was scrambling though.
Here,
Yeah,
Say,
yeah.
bobcat will fuck you up.
we'll continue until the point. Like we'll continue until he says it's a bobcat, and then I'll pause again so you can see the stance that this guy gets in. Okay.
Oh my
Perfect
god!
pause.
Look how he's looking. It's
I
like
got a
it's a
perfect
newborn
pause.
baby.
Yes, is he
He's
holding
looking
it?
right into its eyes.
Yeah, he is.
Is he holding it like under its armpits?
It looks like
Yeah,
it.
it looks like he's got both of its arms. Like you know how like if I was trying to get at you and I was a zombie,
And you're holding its
and you
arms.
were holding my arm,
Yeah, yeah.
like it's like what you do with short people. You put your hand on their head and you keep them away from you.
And then he's trying to punch, and he's just whiffing.
It's just spray hissing in this guy's face at this point. He's
Now,
like,
but he
I'm
is.
sure the claws though.
Yeah, they're in him. I think they're in him, right? Like they gotta be.
Well, he's
They're-
got long
gotta be.
sleeves, but it doesn't help, I guess.
So yes, he's holding it like you would a baby, looking into its eyes, like slightly above his head. And like I said, I think I thought it was fake up until his next move, which was to
This
throw it
looks
with the
like
all's might.
to go with what Tom's saying. This looks like Toonses, the driving cat from Saturday Night Live. Like it. You know, like the stiff cat. Like he looks
love
like he
Toonses.
could totally be holding a stuffed animal and recreating this for a fake TikTok video. That's where my mind went,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Okay, here we go.
I don't know. By the way, it just runs back under the car to attack the wife again.
I'm gonna shoot that fucker.
He just
Happy
got.
turned into a
Now he's
redneck.
not happy. He turned into a.
Watch out! Oh, shoot that fucker! Get out! Watch out! Watch
Who's he
out!
talking to?
It's a bobcat! Attack my wife!
My
A
wolf.
bobcat!
Now this guy gets a hero's
Jesus
BJ, right?
yeah.
From the Bobcat.
So turns out Bobcat was rabid, and they both had to get rabies shots.
Oh
He did in fact shoot that motherfucker.
He did?
Yeah, he did.
Like it didn't. Like Happy shot it.
Happy shot it. Happy shot
What,
that fucker.
what did he add as a concealed carry, and then he like
or did he go hunting for it afterwards? like an hour later,
I think
he
he
went out.
pulls his gun
It
out
looks
as
like
he
at the
runs
very
around
end, the
at
last
the end.
segment when
Yeah.
he's running around the car. It
Yeah,
looks
like
like
you
it's
can
Happy
see-
strapped.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
he
he's
is strapped because you can
Strappy
see.
happy.
You don't go out with brownies without strapping guns.
Goddamn right.
You can see.
So this is Florida or Texas.
Yeah.
I think it's Arizona.
Honestly,
Oh,
you
okay.
can see him go to like his cargo shorts to find some sort of implement of destruction. He's got something on him. Yeah. I mean, it could be his crazy. It could be a Leatherman, a Benchmade. It could be a gun. I'm thinking a gun.
So forever now, you have established yourself as a real man.
Fuck yeah.
When you pick up the bobcat, throw it with all your might,
Yeah.
then run and shoot it with your handgun.
Attack my wife. I'm gonna shoot that fucker.
Bobcat attack my wife.
I mean, that explains why it attacked though. It has rabies because
Yeah.
usually they don't would
Exactly.
do
Yeah, yeah,
something
yeah.
that
Typically
brazen.
He's
Yeah.
crazy. Like the damn thing is out of its mind. You know.
Hold on, just for
This
me.
has happened with otters, by the way.
Just for me, just everybody. If you could just stay quiet, I just want to hear him. His.
Oh my God!
Wind up. The wind up was really good.
Yeah.
You know what? If I was
Like a sack of potatoes.
if I was happy and I knew this video, because obviously it went viral, it's got 5 million views or whatever, and I would be like, God, I wish I didn't scream like a girl because everything else he did, he shot it with his handgun. He fucking protects his wife.
What was the first thing we thought of when he did it? Howard Dean.
Yes.
Howard
That
Dean.
poor guy.
Because does that trump every
Dude,
like you shot the bobcat, you protect your wife, but you did scream like Howard Dean when you did that.
I mean, there
He
are.
grabbed it with his bare hands, though. I don't know. He still gets points.
Yeah, he's also
Howard
his
Dean.
first name's Happy. I feel like he got the voice he was deserved, but he's also a real man. You know what I mean? Like if you're named Happy, like that's fine. That all makes sense. But he loves. Goddamn it, he loves his wife, and he ain't gonna let no bobcat fuck with her. Especially on Brownie Day. It's Brownie Day. He was mad. He has this little vest on.
That's the first time I've ever on video seen a person throw a wild animal with all its might. Like, you know, so you never see that. Like you pick up an animal and then throw it with the intent to try to hurt it or at least get it the hell away from you. Because that's
it was
what
impressive. What was weird is that it ran back towards. He's like, "Fuck you, Happy. I'm getting that cat."
Oh yeah.
So
Well,
it
it's crazy.
came
It's out of
back.
its mind.
Easy meal.
Have any of you ever been bitten by something rabid?
No.
Rabbit? No.
That is rare. Yeah. Like rarely.
No, I
have
have
to.
friends. I mean, if you live in the country, you get bit by, a squirrel or a possum or a dog or something.
But most of the time, you have to get the rabies shot because the doctor doesn't know, and they do it. They do it
you
as
can't get the animal.
because they do it as like a safety precaution. To actually find out that the animal had rabies and it bit you is probably more rare.
I heard the rabies shot hurts like hell too.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Really painful. You get in your stomach, right?
Yeah.
And
You
it's
have
like
to get like 7, don't
It's
you?
like a big ass
think
needle.
I think it's changed now.
It's changed, yeah, because my
I think you
mother-in-law.
get one, you wait 2 weeks, and you come back.
My
and
mother-
then you get it, and you don't have to wear a mask ever again.
Actually, it may have to.
I could be
think it is
wrong on
painful.
that. There's a lot of misinformation.
Because remember, Garage Cat, like that attacked my mother-in-law, and then the doctor said,
I would have liked to have seen your mother-in-law throw that cat
no.
like Happy.
No, she's too much of an animal lover. She's like that bear guy. She's just like apologizes why it eats her.
So would she, in this scenario, had this been her being attacked, she'd just stand there and let herself be attacked.
What I do? What I do?
Like that bear man, they got his face
How dare
eaten
you
off.
do that accent, you motherfucker.
Remember that bear man that laid in there? He got in there. The bears they're like eating him, and he's like, "No, leave them. I did this. Let me." He's just like, "Let me die." And that takes a brave person to give yourself to the bears.
Yeah. I think like that rabies shot.
You get in the arm now. They stopped doing the stomach in the 80s, apparently.
I remember I
longer?
got sick one time. I had like the flu or something, and they have a nausea shot you can get. Like an anti-nausea shot, but they have to give it to you in your butt, and it's like a jumbo needle, and it hurts so bad.
Why is it got to be so big?
I don't know.
I think the rabies, like once you have it and like you're afraid of water and like you got full blown rabies, I think it's too late. I don't know if they
cut your fucking head off. Yeah,
like no, I think there's no
Afraid of water, is that what happens?
Yeah.
There's
Like,
no way out.
water,
So
yeah,
if you
stuff
get
like that, yeah.
if you get rabinated,
like,
if you're rabid, then
I don't know. I think I remember hearing that
terminal,
if you get
right?
to the point
Ask
where
ODLer.
it gets into your brain and shit, that like it's a terminal thing. Like you
Like
have to
sepsis.
stop it. Yeah,
Or
Great.
anything
Now I'm
else.
gonna be worried about that shit.
Stop the infection.
Yeah, well, you're not
Yeah.
gonna get rabies.
Well, maybe
stepped
from
on
one of
a-
your turtles.
The bat might have had some.
Well,
It'll put you in a
yeah.
coma.
I
for
cut
sure.
myself.
will it? Okay, yeah.
Micro teeth with the bats,
So
what, baseball bat or flying bat?
flying bats.
let's talk about the baseball bat. So Seth sent me that video, and he asked me because Seth, you got your event, your grand opening of
Yes.
your dojo.
Dojo, yes.
Dojo Dukaki. What is it?
Did you send me
I
a
don't know.
video? Is there a video I'm supposed to play? I have a voicemail. Is that what I'm supposed to have?
Oh, there's that one. Yeah, there's a video too. I mailed that to you.
Okay, I got it. Is this it? Yeah, I got it.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh boy.
So this was the.
The Junguru Dojo.
Okay, all right.
What'd you
John
call
Guru.
it?
I'm gonna throw you like the fucking.
Oh, yeah. It is Titty Friday. Yeah.
Dojo looks like a garage.
So
Well, that's my garage.
so Seth sent me this video.
My
and
gay garage.
He's been like texting me back and forth about things he wants to like ideas for his grand opening. He wants to put on some performance
Yeah,
or whatever.
I have 10 really good takedowns that I want to do on you. You just throw a right punch at my head 10 times, and I'll show some cool takedowns. That's an option.
Yeah. Well, he texted me that like before, and he's like, "Can I do some takedowns or whatever?" And then he's like, "You can come to the gym and practice, so you don't hurt yourself." And I'm like, "Practice?" I'm like, oh, "If you know karate, you should be able to take down anybody coming after you."
I can. I don't want you to hurt yourself as you're falling to the ground.
Well, you don't have to worry about me. I will be fine. So like some gentle takedown in karate. Then you sent me this video, and you said, "Can I kick a bat and break it next to your leg?" So I said yes, absolutely. But what is this now?
Okay, I'm trying to get this to open because it's being weird.
So you can. We've seen you kick a baseball bat in half,
Yes.
which is insane, by the way. For anybody who doesn't appreciate that, just hold a real baseball bat and think about kicking it in half, and then how insane that is. So you can put it up. Your girlfriend now was putting it up against a heavy bag.
She held it against a heavy because I wanted to see if it would work. Right? I never tried it, so I tried throwing it in the air and kicking through it, and it snapped, but didn't break all the way through. So I'll get that eventually. So then I was like, you know what? What if I just have him put it on his leg, his femur, lay the baseball bat across your femur, and me just kick the shit out of it and break the bat on your leg.
And his femur.
You're gonna break his leg.
Well, that's what I was worried about. But I thought if you lean into it, I think it'll be okay.
Now,
Oh my
Let me see
God.
hold
if I
on,
can- let me
because
see if
it
I can
Might
get
be
this.
okay.
I know the
corrected
okay. The
here.
trick to breaking
Probably.
like the cement and stuff. I've heard people talk about this online, and like basically once you break the top one, it just like a domino effect, and the top one breaks the bottom one, and it's like. So is this similar to the trick? Like the baseball bat will break
your legs.
before my leg. Like, there's no chance of you kicking through my leg.
No, I won't kick through your leg because I'll pull it. I mean, I kick.
He'll
like,
pull out.
I aim like 3 inches past the bat or 4 inches past the bat, and then I recoil my leg. So I won't go through your leg. I won't go all the way through. I'll crack it and then recoil it.
It's a science.
Don't do this.
Now, what's the chance? Like if you
I
mess,
triple dog dare you.
There's like 50% chance of something bad happening.
if you decided to kick straight through the bat and my leg,
Yeah.
could you break my leg, or is it just
If I
like?
kicked hard enough and if I fall through like really hard, then yeah. But I'll go just hard enough
Just for funsies.
to break a baseball, break the bat.
Okay, you want to see it?
Yeah.
But not really. I don't know. That's why I did this to see if I could pull it. And if you notice at the end, after I break it, I recoil my leg really fast, and the bag only squishes in, a little bit.
You don't hit the bag that hard, so it looks like you do know what you're doing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I could.
Every
Why is
other
your
thing.
girlfriend wearing lingerie top?
Well, that's why I thought
Yeah,
they were
that is
talking.
why I wanna
I was like,
watch
he's
it.
sending it.
I've watched this video like 50 times. I don't give a fuck about the bat. Every time I freeze frame it, I'm like,
Finish each
I think she has a see-through top
Do you
on.
make her work out with you?
Oh,
lingerie?
I was finishing my workout, and she's like halfway through her workout, and I just started hitting the bag, And I was like, hey, can you hold this for me? I want to see if this
Put on lingerie top.
She does. She just got her own workout stuff.
So we're gonna do something for your grand opening on stage.
So you decide what Well, I have Matt
just showing up.
I thought I would shave my face completely, like a full frog freak out.
Oh, yeah.
So I look like a little fat kid that goes to his dojo, and then I'm going to wear the gi and then just stand around, just blend in, and then just start peeing my pants. When I drank a lot of vitamins, so it's bright yellow.
So, is this some sort of street party you're trying to put on?
So the whole Woodward
Karate Street Party. It's Titty Friday at the Karate Street Party.
Yeah, so Woodward Street was where the street that's just right off Mills and Woodward is the cross street. So there's Create Coffee, there's me, there's a fitness studio and a dance studio. I'm going to close a cone off and put a caution tape, so it's going to close off that whole.
Did you get a permit?
I was going to ask if you got any permits.
I'll put the cones.
It's fine.
Don't drive through my cones, bro.
There's a way, as long as there's a drive-through.
Dropping cones.
You go. There's a way to get around through the back if you want to continue through. So anyway, it's just from 11 to 1. That's it. Just 2 hours.
Sorry, streets closed for a karate party. It's Titty Friday. Moose should have told you.
Are you getting a stage?
No. I'm not getting a stage. I'm just gonna have some mats laid out. The girls are gonna do.
No stage.
The girls are gonna do.
Well, I have my
You have a
girls.
dance team?
Yeah. The girl captain.
It's the monster.
I have a wheel.
It's the
Got a cotton
sports
candy
auto
stand.
group.
Hold on.
Doing Jogo dancers.
I have 8 of my karate girls doing a kata demonstration, a forms demonstration to some cool music, and they're gonna do that. After that, I was gonna.
Y'all ready for this? Yeah.
But the big thing is
He needs to borrow your fog machine, by the way.
And you're doing it on street level? Like,
Oh, this is Bobo's.
It's just gonna be.
Hold on. So you got some MMA bros that put out some cones? And then
We got cones, and we got bros, and we got dancing karate hoes, brother.
It's only 2 hours long. There's no point putting a giant stage up like that.
Cones and hoes.
You got to at least get a petting zoo or something.
Yeah, but
Yeah, you get some goats.
I have vendors coming. I have food trucks coming.
Okay, so vendors and food trucks.
I have music. Garrett Lauer's coming with his music and
yeah,
stuff
but
like
without
that.
a stage, it just seems like where everyone just gather around. They're like, I can't see, but they're behind
It's
one
not,
person.
I don't expect it to be 1,000 people.
I'm eye level. I'm shorter. I can't see your karate hose.
There's enough area to walk around. Oh no, okay. So there, in front of my dojo, it's hard to explain, but there's like a step up, and there people can be all on the railing looking down on the street type of thing. So there is kind of like a
Get up on my roof.
you'll be able to see. It's gonna be fun.
Stand on your backpacks.
I stood on the roof. I fell through into some room that I think some guy jacks off all the time.
I mean, you can just get Orlando bands. I'll give them a plug.
You want
they
you
get
want
you a regular.
Yeah, we'll get you a stage.
It's just a 10x10 standard. It's not that
Yeah,
expensive.
just a little
I don't want to
riser.
spend it.
They just got to get a
You guys
permit.
sponsor it? Yeah, sure.
I got a PA. Are you gonna have a PA?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
Well, you need
no,
a
what do you got,
stage,
Mr.
then.
Microphone or some shit?
I have a microphone. I have my little boombox with a microphone.
Oh, God damn it!
Straight
Give
up
him our
foot this
PA.
way.
No, it's
Yeah.
legit.
I got a
You can
PA.
have our PA. You should have
Like,
our
I don't
PA.
want to be involved in some bush league.
I don't go to some fucking rinky dink. What are we opening a goddamn Planet Beach? What are we opening a fucking Qdoba? Are we opening a goddamn Qdoba? What are we doing here?
I was thinking of some interesting way to cut the ribbon instead of a cut the ribbon. Maybe we
Ooh,
could,
boner.
You can karate chop the women. Or, yeah, I don't know.
Take a boner out.
I'm going to chop this ribbon with my boner. I would like to ask any underage karate host to please leave.
One thing that's like that I really do want to plug that's serious is since it's Mother's Day the next day, my instructor's wife, her name is Yuki. She's a sensei as well. She's an instructor as well. She's doing a free Mother's Day, mothers or wives or women's karate / self-defense seminar.
Sorry. I couldn't hold it together. I was like, you shut your mouth, you fucking piece of shit. You short piece of shit. All you have to do is keep your fucking mouth shut.
You're talking about Mama Yuki.
Talking about Mama Yuki. And you keep your goddamn mouth shut. Don't you smile. Don't smile. Sip your White Claw 70. White Claw 70.
Oh,
Sip
Mama
it.
Yuki.
Put something in your mouth. Put something in your dick sucker, Daniel, so you don't laugh at Mama Yuki.
Yeah,
No, so that's Daichi, my good friend, my neighbor. That's his mom.
That's your best friend.
That's his mom.
Isn't that your best friend? Who's
Yeah,
living
my best
behind you,
friend. Yeah,
right?
living behind
COVID guy?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
What are you doing?
That's what Seth said.
Well, he had it. So anyway, she's doing a free karate seminar / instruction for any woman from like 12 to 1 o'clock on that day. So it's 11 to 1 is like the demonstrations, the food, the festivities, and then you got
I'm gonna get my
12:20
mom
to 1.
that. Can she smoke Parliament lights while she learns?
I'm gonna kick all these bitches' cigarettes out. If anybody
Mom, are you
fucks with
listening?
me and get it, Hollies and Dollies, while I'm trying to play the match game in the corner and just have a sense of a Bowdinger beer.
If my mom can get to the point where she can kick a lit Parliament Light 100 out of my mouth,
Yes.
all right, well then I'll never make fun of your karate again. But until then, get a stage for God damn it! I can't just show up.
It's the Mama Vann lit cigarette
I'll bring my
Parliament
mom.
Light stage. It's Karate Hose 2021. Come see the finest in entertainment on the Mama Vann Parliament Light stage. Free corn dogs for the children.
Hold on, could you kick a lit Parliament Light out of my mom's mouth?
Yeah, I could probably.
Could
Yeah,
you do
of
it
course.
without harming her?
I do that when I used to drink. I do that all the time with like hats and stuff like that.
Could you do a spinning back kick
And do it
Yeah,
without
I could
kicking
Knock
all
your
of
teeth out.
without killing my mom?
without kicking every ounce of Melissa Soroka hair color out of her hair. You kick it right out of her hair.
All right, what's the next?
Dump them out.
We did dump 'em out.
You want to do the Ed Till production?
Oh, yeah.
notes?
Yeah, Ed Tyll. I'm going to read you. My wife was going through this massive box of shit that
Is that guy still doing radio?
Yeah, he is. Actually, he's on Florida Man, which you're not supposed to talk about that if you're on real radio. You're not allowed. Don't mention Florida Man because just the mention of them will crush your dynasty. Yeah, I'm buzzed. Sorry, I'm getting all mouthy. But then my wife, she wrote down all of the things that I was supposed to do before he got in. So he would get in at 9:30, and I would have to prepare the entire studio. Okay, so here it is. I also have my original air date. This is when I got hired. This is from Jay Clark. It's 1990. I was hired January 3rd, 1995 by Jay Clark for the Ed Tyll Show as an associate producer. So that's 26 years of radio, I think.
That's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. I was 19 years old. Okay, this is it's on like Word.
Uh-huh.
It says things to do before 9:30 a.m. before Ed gets in. So now, granted, I would have to be there around 6. And Ed would get in at 9:30. The show didn't go on. The show didn't go on until 11.
Right.
But I had to be there at 6.
That's ridiculous.
So here's what. Number 1, get USA Today and Sentinel and place on Ed's desk. Number 2, check with Carol and pull appropriate wire stories. Rip them off and put them on Ed's desk. Try to anticipate order of importance, looking for controversy and interesting material for our target audience. Number 3, go through log and pull live copy from Ed's book and put in on-air studio. Number 4, put weather forecast in on-air studio. Post the current temperature. Be sure to keep it updated throughout the show. See Carol and Alan Casper for forecast. He was another old radio guy. Get 2 cassettes and label them Ed Tyll, hours 1 through 4 with the date. Number 6, get the current day DATs. Those are little digital cassette tapes we used to use. You don't use them anymore. Number 7, get Greg Holt's discs from his production box and then set up his entire workstation. He was the producer. I was just associate producer. Number 8, see Ed for further instructions. Number 9, see DigiCart list at the top of the drop list and make sure you're monitoring it at all times. 10, at 12 noon, take out the old VCR master and put it in the VHS. Put a new VHS tape in to make sure we have the masters covered. Number 11, remember to pay attention to Ed at all times so you can prompt and encourage him as the show goes along. You must be prepared to encourage him and make call-outs for newsmakers along with answering phones and being his cheerleader in a timely manner.
The last one sounds like Tracy with Seth.
Yeah, you're supposed to be... Like there was like you were supposed to not ever bring negativity in there. You were supposed to. You're a producer. You just
always support.
Yeah.
All yes and.
Now that
everything.
was
Shit,
everything.
I gotta be positive all the time.
No. We do
Yes,
things.
and.
We do things differently
Yeah,
here.
it's like the song.
Yeah.
Listen to the song.
We'll have to talk to you after the show today. And it's not about what we're currently talking about. It's about
Titty Friday.
It's about Titty Friday. It is indeed.
Tomorrow will be Titty Saturday.
of all the shit we talk about our old jobs, I will say that at least we didn't have to do any fucking prep work whatsoever.
No.
And in my entire tenure of radio, I never got there early to pull anything or do any prep of anything. So it's like 5 minutes before the show started, and then everybody did that.
Yeah.
And I'm glad, because I'm glad it was in a scenario with like 2 hours before I get my packet. I've seen that shit, and I'm like, oh my God, I'll kill myself.
But I am glad, in a weird way, for this job, in the parts of the job that I enjoyed the most, which are really like, I like the technical aspect of it is just as much as I do like just us cutting it up. I'm glad that I fell into that, though, because anything after that was so much easier. You know, like I feel I was able to write with you or do things because Ed was such a, and this is a compliment, he was such a stickler for having, like, he had his way. And if I didn't want to do it his way, I didn't have to be his intern. But I'm glad that I did it because it was very difficult, and he did have high standards. And then so when I worked for the Monsters, I worked for anybody else, or even doing this, it's not that bad because I already know what it feels like to be leaned on. I mean, he would lean on us like it was almost an impossible job. It was. You were not going to succeed. And he was very tough on us and almost to an asshole level. But
that was like the origin of 90s radio, right?
It was.
The dickhead radio host.
It
that
certainly was
mean
a
to
different
everybody.
time. When you say that, it absolutely applies.
It was like 97, so it was fucking
95.
95
it was
middle
1995. But I will tell you
That's
that
the heart of the 90s.
after I came out of that, you know, here was the guy that leaned on me the most. There were days that I absolutely hated working for him, but I will say that when I did leave, when my internship was over, he gave me money. He gave me headphones that I had up until like maybe 5 years ago. He gave me gifts and all. And like he took care of me, you know, and like he was very fair. He was an asshole. He's very fair. You know, he knew he was an asshole, and I think those are the guys that are fun to work for, are the ones that, you know, I'm not going to change how I am, but you know. Anyway, little remember when.
So we have next on our list that Joe Byrne and the scam call.
What is this?
So
what is this now? Is this what I saved?
I feel upset. Did you fuck with Joe Byrne?
No, but I got a scam call leaving the studio the other day. I was driving my truck. It said, like, obviously, like some local number that they always do because they try to. That's how they get you to answer the phone. I answer the phone, and it's a recorded message saying. And it's an obvious robot voice. It's not even like the human pretending, you know, like pretending to be a human. It's a robot voice saying, they're a police officer, or my social security number.
This is the nerd one, right? Like
has been no.
Oh, is that the different one you said?
I didn't. Yeah, that's something else.
Oh my God!
I don't have.
That's a different dump it out.
Pieces.
I don't have evidence of this because I was just on the phone. I had no way to record it. So they told me a recorded message. They're like, if you want to be transferred to a police officer or an enforcement officer or whatever the fuck they said, press 1, right? So I just pressed 1 because like I like to see what the scam is.
Where is this gonna go?
Yeah. Like, what are they asking for? What is the scam? Because I figured I could talk about it. So when they transferred over to the person on the line, the human. Immediately, like as soon as it clicked over, the background sounds like
call center,
like like Rush Hour in Dubai or Mumbai. Like it's just people screaming, like a giant call center, right?
Yeah.
Everybody has an Indian accent. These are most of the scam calls come from like these call centers. So it's like immediately evident that obviously it's a scam. So then the person like says, "I'm officer this, blah blah blah. What is your name?" Right, so I was like, "Oh," and then I didn't want to get like I threw out a name, and then for whatever reason it was Joe Byrne. Yeah. I like giving my sponsors
Joe Byrne,
my sponsors' names to scam callers.
Dude, don't do that to Joe. He's the nicest guy ever.
My name is Brian Survival, and I'm rich, and I'm in California. Come get me, motherfucker!
This is fucked
Why
up.
would you do? You're the worst.
There's nothing's gonna happen to Joe Byrne
You
because
just
I
went
said
full
his name.
veto. You should,
name.
Next time, just say Don Vito.
All the names you could use, you start using sponsors' names.
Wow.
Even
You know, bad at business.
Even
the only ones I can remember.
Even the high guy doesn't like that.
That and Mike B is the only names I remember.
And you don't even know his last name. You just know B.
So
I don't think I know Mike B's.
B-E-E.
So this is the
Last
interesting
name.
part. I like. She's like, well, how do you like Joe? And I'm like, and then they're like, Byrne, B-U-R-N.
No.
And then I'm like, yes. And then so she's like, let me check that. And then she puts me on hold. So then I'm like, for sure she's gonna come back and then tell me the scam. And then she comes back and she's like, I'm sorry, and then hangs up on me.
And then I'm like, weird.
They got the wrong person. They were looking for Thomas Vann.
my God.
Dude, are you supposed to be? Do you have warrants out? What's happening?
No, this is obviously a scam. So what is it?
So absolutely
well,
glad.
BYRN.
No, they're not looking anything up,
I'm
right?
just glad that that guy that has the box with the remember that movie with Cameron Diaz where you can hit the button and kill somebody?
Yeah.
I'm just so glad that guy doesn't show up at your door because you just do anything.
Well,
you just do anything that needs. You're just like Joe Byrne, no big deal.
Well, it doesn't matter. The people's names aren't.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say our client's name.
Well,
weird.
they don't know. I didn't even spell it right.
Are you
for them.
asking what the scam is?
I'm asking why did I told her some name and then she hung up on me. Like that was the tell for her that the scam wasn't moving forward. What is it?
She was looking for Tom Vann.
Yeah,
That's why.
but
that's what I'm saying.
My name's
the
not
name
even
on the account. Oh, it's not.
No,
on the
it's not
account?
even the name. Is that what they're looking for?
Well, his
So
name
whatever
isn't
name is on the
Tom
account.
Vann.
No. Well, but why? If it's a scam to begin with, what does it matter? Like all they're looking for is the information, right? Like,
What did the robot initially tell you?
It's just like my social security number got compromised, or there's some fraudulent IRS activity. I don't know what the hell it was. It's all the same. Like, but what?
Wait a minute. That might have been legitimate.
No.
Because didn't Dan have a situation with his taxes
Yeah,
this year?
somebody filed my taxes this year already.
No,
so I have to.
This was an obvious
Yeah, so-
Indian call
Okay.
center scam, but no legitimate anything
Okay,
comes
like,
from a screaming Indian call center.
From what I understood,
I know that for a fact.
From what I understood, and somebody echoed it in the chat room, they're just checking to see if the number is an active number. But I don't know the name thing.
That's what I was
The
curious
name
because
thing I'm lost because if you picked up and you held on, then they're like, great. There's a human here that can be manipulated. Okay, so that's good. That's good intel, right? But you gave the guy or girl, doesn't
There's a
matter.
lady.
But so the lady asked to give your name, and you didn't feel comfortable, so you said the name.
well, I just said anything
It
because
doesn't matter.
I
I'm
thought it
just saying
didn't matter.
You
yeah.
said it, and then
I would have said Tom Vann. Who gives a shit? Like,
Right.
what is the scam?
Well, then
and
they know
why
that was bullshit.
Why did it throw her off when I said the wrong name or whatever, and then she abandoned it? Like she knew it was not because she checked the caller ID. Like I think
the chat room, it's because they know Joe Byrne would never be that stupid.
Really?
So they hung up because they know he can't be fooled like you.
It's weird. Like I'm like, what is the scam? Like if I said my real name, would that have progressed further?
Try it next time.
I guess we'd have to know what we think they're looking at because I always thought that they were just looking at a bank of numbers to call.
Because they've
Sorry, the show sucks today. I'm getting tired. No, I'm kidding. But I know it's like I always thought that they had just like the numbers in front of them with no. I would like to know what they're looking at.
Yeah.
I assume they're just fishing for some information to get you on the line for you to give them a credit card number, some sort
Well,
of.
they had you on the line.
Okay,
I know that's the thing, but they hung up on me.
Alex has one that's the first one that I've read in the chat room that sort of makes sense. He says they recognize your voice in sounding young, and they're after older people. So she listened to you, put you on hold, and then made a determination that they don't think it's going to fit because maybe you sounded a little too with it.
Well,
they are looking
Bofa
for
had a good point too. He says it's set up the scam for the future because now they're going to call knowing that your name in theory. So they'll call you like, "Hey, is this Joe Byrne?" Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, like gather it and make a note. Oh,
But they already had me on the line, and then
I don't know. It's
and I
dumb.
pretend like I was concerned. I was like, "Yeah, I got a call from an officer saying there's someone scamming, or like someone stole my."
Yeah.
So I played into the thing, and I gave them a fake name, and then they somehow abandoned the call because of the name, and that's what I found weird. I was like, "How? Why would they abandon the call over the name? Did they look up something?"
I think we think they abandoned the call over the name, but the more I'm looking,
just young.
I think the young thing might be it because
I think so too.
I do think they're looking because it happens to me. You know when I start fucking with people when they call in here,
yeah,
and when you fuck with them too much. But if you go old guy and you just
play it straight,
sort of confused. Maybe they are instructed. I mean, look, we're
So
not
only
dealing with good people here, right? We're
Right.
dealing with horrible people here.
Yeah, well,
That-
I mean, the people are just trying to work in India because
But
they
they
know
also,
their jobs. And
I
stuff.
think,
I know what the fuck you're
I
doing.
think they
I
also
know.
know that
Listen.
they're taking advantage of elderly people, right?
They probably justify it by like, listen, it's this or my kids starve. Or, you know,
I'm not saying I wouldn't do it.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just
yeah,
saying it's
yeah.
not a good thing to
No, of course not. But everybody, it must be because
somebody
of
said
young
buddy. Yeah, I did it for years.
people. Yeah. Anyway,
fake old man voice.
Speaking of, I do have that call that I got.
Nerd
I have that
marketing
ready
call?
to go.
So I just because most of the bullshit spam calls end up being like recorded, but this one I got from an actual person, or at least maybe it was a recorded message, but it sounded like he was actually just cold calling a bunch of people. But he sounded like a delightful nerd, and I wanted to play.
Nerd.
Wow.
And maybe it's like maybe I will have him build me a website. Listen to this guy.
Oh, word.
Oh my God! Hold on.
Wait a
This guy.
minute.
Oh, that sounds recorded.
I
Oh,
just
sorry.
heard inflection, and I already am in love with this guy.
Hi, my name is Bob Hansen. I'm a website builder here in Stanford and in Orlando, and I make websites for small businesses anywhere in Central Florida on very small budgets. What I'd love to do, if you let me, is to show you a couple of website ideas I have for your business. I build simple, affordable websites that rank extremely well on Google, and my modern, mobile-friendly site design will give your business a great online presence. So please call me, Bob Hansen.
That's a recording, but he
That is
recorded
a
that
recording.
himself.
I'm calling
right.
from my last victim's butthole. That's terrible.
He does do a bye-bye at the end. He does a sweet
I
bye-bye.
gotta hear the bye-bye.
At 407-214-214.
You can play that.
I'm skipping.
Whatever.
Oh wait, hold it. It's right there. I skipped it. Here, ready?
So much. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I'm totally cutting this out to use.
407-214.
Oh God.
Thanks so much. Bye-bye.
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 Maybe we
Let's
start
call
using that
him.
to get out of ACT.
What do we got last?
Do you want to call him and say like,
We got Nothing Matters Has Ruined Tom's Life.
yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah,
was
yeah,
a
yeah,
big
yeah,
one.
yeah. Oh,
Or
yeah.
do you want to pause on that?
No, I'll just tell you real quick. I've gone too far, and it taught me a lesson.
Is she dead, bro?
No,
No.
backing out now.
If you say something all the time and do it consistently, then nobody will believe you anymore, or like that won't be credible anymore. It's the boy who cried wolf, right? But at this point, it's a boy who cried.
Wolf.
It's fine. Nothing matters too much, because I've done that so much with my wife that now she doesn't believe me with anything I say, or she thinks that I think nothing matters with everything, so she stops even taking my opinion seriously because...
What did you do?
No, anything. Well, now I'm at the point
Well,
where...
you must have an example that was the straw, right?
Well, the shower,
Yeah,
that was one of the
it,
big... Because,
yeah.
I
didn't want to bring that up. I know it's painful for you.
Well, I started saying...
Because I don't even know what you did. It sounds like you guys just spun around in circles for no reason, and you could have just been showering the entire time.
Well, it's because now my opinion is always clouded by nothing matters. It's fine. And so anything I say when I tell her my opinion, she gets mad and be like, "Well, you think it's fine and nothing matters to everything."
Your value took a dip.
I have no value.
Your Dogecoin, your Dogecoin, you took a dip.
Nothing but gray tiles.
They're going to the moon.
Actually, you went to the moon, but you'll dip back down.
But no, I'm screwed. So now,
you've done this to yourself.
So now I have to slowly act like things do matter. And it is fine to certain things to build my credibility back up, because I've lost it all. And now everything that I say, she's like, "Well, you're saying
it's
that
a nothing,
because you think nothing matters. It's fine. It's everything's fine. So of course you're gonna say that about everything."
But have you had this talk with her about?
No,
you got to break that wall.
No,
talk.
Yeah, you got to break the wall and then go to her and say like, "Look, I feel like my opinion's value has diminished, and I just want to let you know that I'm aware of it, and I want you to give my opinion more value now because I am more in the moment."
What she want to believe is she's just thinking I'm trying to
manipulate her to do what? To do what? What's
to
the
start
end game?
listening to my opinions and not think that everything I'm going to say is it's fine, nothing matters, but that is true. Because that is actually the truth, and I do only think nothing matters is fine for everything.
Okay.
But I don't want her
to take that,
to discount everything
it's
I say.
I don't want to have
ruining
anal
my
sex, but I don't want anybody telling me I can't have it
because
I don't like being told what I can't do, even if I don't want to do it. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's a decent example. It's like I don't like being told like you can't, I don't know, you can't put M&Ms in your foreskin.
Because
don't
it makes you
tell me
want
what I can't do.
All right.
So Tracy Claus has found out some information about Bob the website builder, the phone call you got.
Yeah.
She found on Google, if anyone gets a robo phone call gave the number, a Bob who builds websites, that is not me. I don't know this Bob. I've never spoken to this Bob as of today, and I certainly do not endorse this Bob nor his robocalls/cold calling technique. If you're frustrated, you have my sympathies. Just please understand it's not me nor anyone affiliated with my company, Bob the website builder out of Minnesota. Thank you. So this guy has taken this guy's number.
Oh, let's call it.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, I have it.
Yeah. Hold on, I'll give you the number.
No, I got it right here.
Okay.
Hi, it's me, Bob.
It's creepy.
He's like, hey, everybody's being mean to me.
How funny that I'm a dumb old man. I'm like, this one's a real one. It was still fake.
Yeah, if you go to Facebook, there is a Bob the website builder.
So they are actually scam people are actually taking real
legitimate
people.
companies and
Hey, it's Bob the builder.
But again, what's the scam?
probably get some.
Hello, so sorry to miss your call. Please leave your name and number, and we'll call you right back. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.
Please leave your message at the tone. Press 9 when finished.
Hi there, Bob. I'm in the need of a website, and I got your number from a buddy of mine. I'd appreciate if you give me a call back. My number is 1-844-TOM-AND-DAN. You can check out our current website at tomanddan.com. We need some serious help because we haven't updated this thing in about 10 years. Thanks so much. Looking forward to getting a call back.
You should have said, bye-bye.
I wanted to try and sell it.
What is it? Like,
what
are they trying to get?
They're probably trying to get payment information out of you. So they're like, hey, we'll build a website.
We'll do a
give
deposit. Give me a deposit,
exactly.
and then I'll get this started. And then they take $50 or $100.
I just want to hear it from them. That's all I'm trying to get to. I'm trying to get.
They're not going to tell you.
Where they're asking. Well, if we get to where they think they're tricking us, they're like, please give us your credit card. Then I'm like, there it is.
No, but do it.
No, yeah.
To see if they trick us.
Then see what they say.
Let's see, and then see if we get a website. What if we got a fucking badass website? We're like, this shit's awesome. I'm like, this shit does more. Tom,
oh my God,
Tom's
it's
like,
good.
put that meeting in. I'm like, the website already did it. This shit's fucking advanced. And this guy's like, I've been trying to get you to buy my website. You know, he's all like, nobody.
Tits is right. It sounds like the fartogram guy that talked about the gay club with a cell phone.
You don't have to be embarrassed.
Yeah, what was it? The white pony.
You're the white swallow. I'll
That's
take
what
you
it
in the
was.
back and take a big at fartogram.com.
I miss Fartogram.
It was a better
so
time.
good.
It was a better time.
2014.
I mean, now we're having to get vaccinations. Everybody hates every president we've ever had. Everybody hates each other. We can't go outside. You kidnapped a woman. You're wearing a mask in here. This guy's high. What's happening? What's happening?
I missed the fartogram years.
It was great.
Those are the good times.
Some of the
That
last
was a
ways
better-
I communicated with my mom were through fartogram.
That was pretty hip.
Some of the best memories we have, you know. I was actually going to play that fartogram at her funeral, but COVID had us on lockdown, so we couldn't get together. But now we're open, baby.
All right, let's take a break. And we'll come back. We'll do some news.
I can't stop laughing.
Get Seth the stage for his event.
Yeah, we gotta get
that
you a
Bobo.
stage.
You got some.
It's a long 2 hours.
You
is
got a
good
pallet?
for a
You got
stage.
any pallets?
Hey,
Couple
these
pallets
the
and, plywood.
like you got
Plywood, yeah.
You got some banners?
Yeah, I got banners.
All right, where are you gonna put them on?
You need those things that the NFL has. It's a little black square, and then it's hooked to propane tanks, and they poof fire.
Oh yeah,
I don't know that.
Yeah, fire cannon.
Yeah, you need those.
We can get you some. I mean, you know, this is your grand opening. You need some grandiose stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, that's why I wanted to try to break your leg.
I mean, you can't let Karate R Us up the street in the strip mall outdo you.
True.
Yeah, I got some bottle
Right?
rockets.
I mean,
you got a tent?
Yeah, I got a tent. I got a 10 by 10 tent. I'm gonna
a 10 by 10. Oh man, that's what is this?
Are you guys bringing the merch tent out
What
there?
are you planning?
That's what I was gonna say. I asked them. I thought they were gonna bring the merch.
Oh, 2010. What are you gonna hand out some AT&T? Fucking, you gonna give me your card? Oh, look,
free long distance.
Oh, what is this? A pair of shitty sunglasses. Wait a minute, we do that.
Oh, I gotta order more of the sunglasses.
Order the shitty sunglasses.
What?
Get Bob the website builder on the line. We need a shitty website. All right, this is awesome. It's a really, really good singer-songwriter band type of deal. It's like alt country. Amigo the Devil. The name of the song is Drop for Every Hour. I've been on a country kick lately. We'll be right back.
I hit him hard and made it known he wasn't gonna make it home, no matter how much he might disagree.
This because it's real. It's just kind of wander back in here and wait for everybody.
Oh yeah.
I don't think they know.
No. It's a short break.
Was. I didn't even look at the songs. I just picked them. I don't do like the footnote thing on the end of the show anymore.
Yeah,
because I have to do the video thing. And the video thing takes longer, so it's like pick your battles. You know? And I decided to pick this, but it makes the show less professional. But it makes it more the way it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know. And welcome back. I'm Daniel.
So let's do some Seth news.
Yes, we will do some Seth news. Do you want to wait for Sam, or you just want to do
No, by the time the intro plays.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
She's going to make fun of me anyway.
MRIs trying to prove he's gonna die. The CD is kicking in with every new hit at the gym. He laid out Kimbo with an attack, but the Russian won't call him back. And we all forgot about that fight. Just won't prove for long you're gonna die.
Doesn't work.
It's Seth Petrozelli with your Douche Bro News.
I think my favorite part's when you're going live from the MRI.
Douche Bro News.
Douche Bro News brought to you by White Claw.
Brand
new product called Surge. It's blood orange, cranberry, 8%.
We tried to find it. Butler hit 2 spots. I hit 2 spots on my way back. My wife's looking for it. Tracy and August are trying to track it down.
Tracy said that August claims it's at Total Wine. There's a Total Wine right there. That's like the only place we didn't go to.
Oh, it is the only place we didn't go to.
Put hashtag claw me if you buy some. But now you got a good friend.
What my wife's doing.
You got the 70s. What are the 70s? 4.2 or something?
3.7. 3.7. I like this. I got one right here. I like this. Is my favorite.
That's kind of your session.
Well, it's my favorite
White
because
Claw.
I can have a bunch of them, and and then when you stop, you think I've tricked myself into thinking I'm like drunk, and then you're not really. You're just a little buzzed.
And then of course the 3 variety packs. Those are 5%. And now, if you're gonna have one or bring one drink with you,
Tracy
for a
just
boat
called.
day.
God, Tracy, you're really good. She is our White Claw, Tracy. She called Total Wine. They have the cranberry, not the other one. We can get it right now if we want it. So you guys hearing that are going to be able to do it. We can't do it. We got a show to do. But I would like to stop the show, go get it, leave everything running, come back, sit down, and then restart. But okay.
All right, Seth, first story.
First story. All right, a small porcelain bowl that cost $35 at a yard sale had turned out to be a rare 15th century Chinese artifact that has sold at Sotheby's auction for $721,800.
I thought you would pick this one because this came up a couple of weeks ago, and I knew you weren't here, and I saw this, and I know you love.
I had it on last week's show, or for last time I was on. I didn't get to read it.
You love Asian culture.
Yeah.
You're very respectful to Japanese, Chinese, dirty needs. Look at these.
We've been talking a lot of shit about people with their fancy china ware in their cabinets, and maybe we shouldn't talk shit. Maybe they're worth the.
I picked it because I didn't know if you guys actually go to yard? Does anybody here actually go? If you see a yard sale, you're like, oh, I want to go.
I haven't in years.
How poor do you think I am?
Exactly. Well, that's what I was.
Did that person ever come get your glass case?
Oh yeah, it came yesterday.
Nice.
Yeah, that and then my the Chinese 4-wheeler that I had.
Chinese 4-wheeler.
All my stuff to be.
Oh.
Wait, I want a 4-wheeler. What the hell?
It's always
You don't want a Chinese 4-wheeler.
So someone gave it to me. I just stored it for years and they gave it away.
If you have junk that you want stored for years, just text Tom.
So this makes me curious. What do you guys think this is? Do you think it is a person looking for rare China and stuff like that?
Yes, because the fact that they paid $35 for it in the first place is like
means that
a porcelain bowl.
They weren't at a garage sale looking for a bowl for them to eat cereal out of, right?
Yeah, they were looking for something unique.
Great for my Captain Crunch.
Well,
you can find good shit at garage sales. I found a what was it? What's the dolly at a garage sale once?
Who?
Like an original dolly?
Yeah.
What's that?
It wasn't original.
Dolly painting.
Dolly
I think you mean I found a dolly, like a little baby doll.
What am I, baby?
Who calls it a dolly?
I don't know. I thought she was crazy.
Like an old carnival barker? Step right up and when you sell the peppermint stick or one of these there Shirley Temple dollies.
So
nobody says.
When I was in when I took Kung Fu, I was really into like Chinese mysticism and stuff like that for a little bit when I was younger. There was these special daggers.
Me, Chinese mysticism.
There was these Chinese daggers that my Sifu, Chinese for instructor, or sensei, but in Chinese. Anyway, he said you cannot go buy one of these just online, or not online, or you can't just go buy them at a store. You have to wait till they find you. There's a spirit in these daggers, and they have to find you. Yeah. So I used to go to garage sales looking to see if one of the daggers was there, and I would.
And then you would stand there and like, come on, man.
In my mind, I would be like, this thing sought me out, and I'm finding it now, and I was gonna buy it. But I went for a good like.
Do you still go to garage sales?
No, hell no.
Jimmy, our friend Jimmy used to do it all the time. My dad used to
clown him all the time because you go there and go to people's estate sales and garage sales and
you can get some good shit at estate sales though.
Not anymore though.
My mom's estate sale. Okay, I wasn't gonna talk much about this. I'm sorry.
You did this morning?
I went to a garage sale this morning.
What?
Okay,
we're all making fun of people.
This motherfucker's a clown.
Wait a minute.
What are you supposed to be? Why you told me you were going to run errands?
What do you think?
That was his errand.
Where do you think he got that? He wasn't at Publix.
You said you were going to the bank and you're dropping off the checks. And
Wait, what did you get?
You said you were filing the papers.
Butler left his job to go to garage sailing.
You said you were filing the papers.
At the estate sale.
I got a plush Stay Puft Marshmallow Man from my neighborhood garage sale.
Oh, it's got cum all over it.
I got it from my dog. Yeah, my dog loves.
It seems like more of a pain in the ass to stop by, get out, make small talk with the person selling their.
My
shit.
dad used to like the small talk.
Oh God.
No, I know you hated that, but my dad, like honestly, if you had to pick. I think I said this at his wake. If you had to pick something my dad's like studied, it would be humans. Like there's nothing he enjoyed more than meeting people in the conversation. So garage sale to him was less about even the things there. It was more about maybe the possible people he would meet.
So does stories like this single-handedly keep garage sales alive?
Probably,
right? Because
some people do it literally just for a hobby.
Oh, the estate
go
sale.
Out
I was going to tell you about that. We sold my mom's china. So I made money off of that. It was good china. It wasn't the type of stuff you would just throw out. It wasn't. I wouldn't have donated it to Goodwill. I mean, if nobody wanted it, I would. But I'm just saying,
you have better chances at estate sales of finding something good than garage.
Well, this Marshmallow Man still had the tag on it.
You know what? You deserve a medal.
So, but I had this theory. I was like, well, eBay and the internet basically has killed the chance of finding these rare things because if you thought you saw or had something rare, you could easily look it up on the internet, right?
Not old people. Old people are just like, we'll put it. They don't know how to do that stuff.
But
really old people.
Yeah, and some people just don't even take the time to do it. They just want to get rid of it.
Yeah. Like I have stuff in my garage now. I'm like, do I want to take time to take all these pictures, write a description about them, or can I just put them on a table outside?
I have a friend, and I need to introduce you to her, Tom. Maybe we can get her for a weird job for ACT. I believe her only job is to find things at garage sales or estate sales and then have a relatively decent concept of what she can get 2x, 3x times the price on eBay or Craigslist.
Oh yeah, there are people who
and
do
it
that,
is legit.
100%.
She's one of our bigger listeners was earlier on. You guys all know her, by the way, but I don't know if she's still listening.
I know another BDM that does
people
that.
pop in and pop out. But I will say,
and they go thrift storing too.
She
yeah.
does it
Hit up
like,
clearance sections
and
in
it
stores.
is the way you look at her do it. It blows my mind because to me it seems like a lot of work, but I think that's the flip. I think to them it's not.
But it's like a hunt.
It's a grind.
It's fun.
Yeah, but I
them.
also think that they're better at it than we are.
for sure.
Obviously, there's different degrees of everything. What I consider a grind may not be what you consider a grind.
But they're
you know?
also buying shit for 10 and flipping it for 20, and they're just like there's grinding the money out, like finding a rare
Well, occasionally she will. Is my point. Like occasionally she'll come across that one
good,
piece that she knows will get her. I'm not saying it's super rare and gonna set her for life, but it will justify
be
the
a
job.
bigger margin.
Yes. And then it's almost like you get that in there, and it's you get enough of those, you build up enough of your medium ones, and then you survive. You make money.
The problem is though, I only hear the stories like Jimmy tells us, where he's like, I got this poster. It's worth $3,500. I got these golf clubs. It's rare. But they never tell me about how they sold it and how much money they're making. It's always like they have this hoarded somewhere.
And it's worth this, but
and then I feel like it's doomed to repeat itself. Like you're gonna die, and then your kids are gonna have a estate sale, and someone else is gonna find your poster that you bought.
Oh my God, that's why I sold it.
It's a cycle of
that's
shit.
exactly what to break the cycle. That's exactly why I got rid of everything, and I got heat from my own family, and I don't mind even saying that.
I remember you saying that.
Yeah, but they don't like there are people within my family that maybe have had words with me about how they think I handled things.
I hate
but
that shit.
I think I handled it correctly because I am not the person that those things matter to. Do you understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If they don't matter to me, then giving them to a person that will protect them and enjoy them is the best thing I can do.
Yeah, but nothing matters them. Then that's why they're mad.
No,
and that's why my wife's mad because
he's right.
When you have no feeling, I know this from going through my life with no
have
feelings. People get mad,
but I'm using logic. And
people hate logic. That's the worst. But I've learned
but
that
it's not, Sam. What if his daughter would want that later on to remember her grandma?
She's not gonna want that shit.
How do you know?
Nobody wants China.
Amazing.
I would have wanted.
Maisie doesn't even really care about me, so I don't know why she care about the China that I have.
That's the argument.
It might not matter to you, but it might matter to maybe your grandson.
But no, you're right.
Your great grandkid.
He is right. And I don't mean that. Like the way that they are looking at it is more than likely, like he's saying. I didn't check with them to see. I didn't.
But was it not left to you?
It was.
So you get to do whatever the fuck you want with the end of story. Yeah. That's my whole point. Like, I don't give a fuck if you care what I did with it. It was left to me, so I get to do with it what I want to do with it. If she wanted you to fucking have it, she would have left it for you.
I don't know. But here's the thing. I don't know necessarily what my mom would want me to do with it because, and again, I'm not trying to talk about my mom dying because it's not a fun topic, but I'm just saying, I don't know what she wanted me to do with it. I would, if I had to guess, Sam, incorrectly, I would say she probably didn't want me to sell it. But realistically,
you sold all your mom's stuff. So some stranger who doesn't even appreciate it. All your mom's stuff that she cherished.
They brought it to one of those break rooms where you just go and smash it.
We have one in Orlando.
I know, we do.
Yeah. All the things she held so she could pass down to Maisie, you just sold. You a heartless
Nothing
piece
matters.
Of shit.
Well, that was before the people that were helping her out stole all of her rings. So if you're listening to this,
they took the good stuff.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. Hey, if you guys are listening to this and you have a heart, if you want to give those back so I can pass those on to Maisie, you can, but probably you're not listening.
Sorry, next story.
All right, next story. So we just had the youngest Powerball winner in Florida history. Lando Lakes man won a massive $235.4 million Powerball jackpot.
I'm disappointed. I wanted his first name to be Lando. I really did.
His name is Thomas Yee. He's 23 years old.
He's as good as dead.
Oh,
right? He's gonna party.
Isn't that your thing? I mean, think about it. Think hard. Isn't that your thing?
Think about you at 23.
Oh God.
Getting all that money.
Are you crazy?
I'll
you'd be dead in a
Tracy
year.
what she would do.
I think I was still novelty dyeing my hair.
Finally get away from you.
That's fine. As long as she gives me a cut for
it's
a ransom cut.
Pays me off.
She'll cut you off.
It's hard to do this, and Seth, let me ask
Brock
you.
BDM's guess is dead in 5 years. Yeah. I think that's accurate.
Well, you want me to tell you how much he actually cleared? He got.
Yeah. Let's say he won
$235 million. How much do you think he got? He took it in one lump sum. How much did he get?
98.
85.
No, it's more than that.
Over 100, right?
Yeah,
More than-
it'd be 40%, like taxes, 40% taxes, and then they cut you a little bit off for taking the lump sum, whatever percentage. I'm going 103.
$160 million.
60?
160. 160 million.
That's a lot more than I would have guessed.
That's a whole lot more than I thought.
But then that's the lump sum. But then you got to pay taxes on that, right? Or are they saying that's
now
after
eat it
tax?
in half.
He chose to receive his winnings in one lump sum payment of $160 million. So I guess, then he has to pay taxes.
Yeah, so then that 160 gets 40. What's 40% of 160?
40%?
Yeah, it's a lot.
Oh, dude, that's a lot.
It's
That's
a lot.
They take 40%?
Yeah.
That's just taxes. And then to take the lump sum,
No wonder
the lottery.
no wonder the vaccine
what do you
is
get,
free.
like 88 mil?
I think I was closer to like the
like that. 90?
Dude,
if he's lucky.
That's generational. You'll never your grandkids will never have to work again. When you get 90 million.
You'll be fine.
Okay, let's talk about 100 million. It's hard to do this because everybody would take it and then take the chances of it ruining their lives. Like there's nobody who would refuse it.
No.
But if you were honest
I
with
hate
yourself,
people that say that too. You shouldn't have said that because those are the people I hate.
What?
Well, everybody at the party, and you're like, you take
I wouldn't take it.
I don't need the money, and then fuck you.
you
would take the money.
just to see what happens.
Don't lie.
But if you were honest with yourself and you really are truthful in your own mind about your self-discipline, your family members, your friends, what this would really mean to you, I think in the long run you'd have a less happy life than if you didn't take it or
I
didn't
think he's
win.
right.
Now,
you mean left alone? Untouched by the money. If you compared happiness in untouched by the money, just your normal life, and life with money, the money life will be if you
now,
if
you worked and earned this money, it's different. But if someone just gives it to you, I think it fucks with your head.
I agree,
and I think it devalues it devalues things because then all of a sudden.
I mean, it would be case by case because what if the guy's like a super?
This guy, okay, can I tell you? Yeah, I'm gonna tell you. This is the type of person he is. He seems like a smart guy.
Let's judge the shit out of this.
Yeah,
guy.
well, one, his last name is Yi, so he's Chinese, so he's very smart, probably. So he's gonna be some sort of smart.
Stop
guy.
Asian hate.
That's the opposite.
That's the good hate.
That's the good hate. Okay, Yi shared that despite the money, he still wants to pursue higher education in either business or medical field. So yeah.
Well, that's stupid. That makes me mad. Because I was like,
and by the way, Tracy said she'd paid off my house. So there you go.
So,
she's listening. Oh my god!
To get away from you, she pay off your house.
And I'm not talking.
Why you would watch the live feed of your kidnapper? I have no idea.
I thought you owned your house.
But I'm not talking about like a person that's smart with it or that's not going to go out and just blow it and kill themselves. Like, yes, I'm talking about like, so say you put that 90 million into some sort of mutual fund or some safe thing that just pays you.
By the Dogecoin.
What I'm saying is the psychology behind knowing that you have infinite money and you could buy whatever you want. I feel like it would devalue everything.
It fucks with you,
and make me depressed because I feel like there's something about life and looking forward to something or working towards something or like man, maybe if I work hard enough, I'll get this. And then getting that and feeling that accomplishment or whatever. Like if you take that away and sitting here, like I could do whatever I want. After a while, I think it would fade and you'd start getting depressed.
But you're a worker.
You would feel like I could do whatever I want. I'm doing whatever I want, and I'm still not happy like I thought it
does charity not come into your brain at all
to
like help other people?
Yes.
Because I feel like that would kind of counterbalance. Like, yeah, use some of the money for things you need, things you want, travel, whatever, but also like help out your community or give back somehow. So it kind of evens out where you don't feel like,
You could help out your community, but I'm saying personally, if you know that there's nothing you can't buy and there's nothing you can't do, and then you start doing those things.
Well, then there's a point of unfailability that you reach that kind of fucks with you because that at some point you can buy your way out of problems and shit. So you start living like almost like I think we all live.
But I feel like if you don't come up that way, I think it's pretty hard for the way you grew up. If you didn't grow up with money, like if you're born into money, sure, like it's always been that way, right? But I feel like if you didn't and you get a bunch of money, now of course some people will go wild crazy, but I guess it really just depends on the person. Because
okay, you're a worker. He's like, I think we're a lot of like I think we make jokes around here, but I think most of us enjoy working.
What?
But you know what I mean? Like, no,
you enjoy this?
But no, you do. I know you do. I mean, you torture yourself with some of this shit.
So he likes it.
So I don't know.
My hair doesn't agree.
But I don't know.
The pump has deflated.
I don't know if you would. It wouldn't ruin you because you'd be so fucking paranoid based on the way that you've worked and the way that you came from your family. There's no way it would ruin you.
Yes, it would.
You think so?
Yes, it would.
I don't
absolutely.
think it would. You'd be so fucked up
Tom's already
paranoid.
ruined.
No,
It might ruin your relationship with your wife, but I don't think it would ruin you.
It'll ruin me, and it'll ruin my sons, and it'll ruin every relationship I had.
You've already done that.
Like, well, because and it'll ruin them because they'll, no matter what you do, and I don't care. Like, even if you're Warren Buffett and you're like, I'm only giving my kids, a small amount. That small amount is still unlimited money, but.
Our Twitch chat room is chiming in. Keep throwing those in there. Twitch.tv/Tom and Dale Live. Brock real quick says he burned through his college fund real quick. How much did you have, Brock? Put it in the chat room. We'll read it.
College fund.
Well, I'm not talking about wasting it because at $90 million, unless you're a complete fucking idiot, it's unlimited. Because all you'd have to do is
basically $100,000.
Yeah, waste $10 million, put $80 million in investments, and it'll just pay you, whatever. I'm just saying at that. I feel like there's some sort of psychology behind earning money and earning your life. And if you take that away, I feel like it's hard to fill that in. And maybe you could do it with charity and other stuff that's not monetary, but I just think it would fuck with you knowing that you can buy anything you want, do anything, because I think you'll do that. Like, my dream is to have a mansion on a lake with stand-up jet skis and a waterfall pool and all this stuff and all these Ferraris and the expensive vacations.
Is that what you would really do, though?
Well, because I want to experience it.
You would, but Tom's a little different. Would you be buying Ferraris?
Is it like this? Is it like a weapon in the fact that if you build it, then you understand the techniques behind it and how negative it can be. You know what I mean? Like,
for instance,
is the earning it make you respect it more and understand the evil that can be?
I bought this truck, right? It was one of the first or was the only new car I've ever purchased.
It was your dream truck, dude. It's what you wanted. Your boat truck, your Trump truck.
It's just a new truck that I was like, I always wanted to buy a new truck, right? So now when I drive my truck, I just feel good about the fact that I earned the money, worked hard, bought a truck, right? And like bought this new car that
it's a big step up from the old Drunky the Bear truck.
And I get a little tiny, I mean, not so much it fades, but it's like you get a tiny sense of accomplishment driving your car. I just don't think you get any of that. And like when you have the mansion and the stand-up jet skis and you're standing out in your infinity pool, and I feel like if you're still a little bit sad, that would fuck with you because you're like, oh my God, I'm not happy. And I have
but you
everything
have the unlimited money to go and do whatever you want. You can go
no,
work.
but it's too far gone.
But once you do that, I'm saying like
you're lost at sea.
I've been skiing in Aspen. I've seen the best hotels in Europe. I've done every fucking thing, and then that's what I'm saying. Like,
so then start like I said, like start doing things to help other people. That'll help you also feel like you're making a difference. So you don't feel like, oh, I was just giving a bunch of money and I'm just blowing it on dumb shit.
I mean, that's I'm sure subjective with everybody. Maybe that fills the void, but maybe it doesn't. All I'm saying is that you get unlimited money, there's a chance that you are going to be miserable and it's going to fuck with you because you're like, God, now with unlimited money, I'm still not happy. It goes to show you, like, you can only make yourself happy. It doesn't matter what you have. Yeah. Like, it's a mentality, not a thing.
Don't look for other people to make you happy. You make yourself happy first.
Money helps you be comfortable. And
you know what they say?
It helps your happiness for sure.
You can't buy everything on money on trees.
Anyway, not last story.
That's what they say.
Last story. Okay. We'll do this one. This is fine. So a recent trend on TikTok is people sharing and showing off their meaningless tattoos.
I should do that.
Yeah.
You should do that.
No, I'm saying. I was like, I should do that. Because, let me give you our TikTok.
I thought you were going to talk about the Menendez brothers.
No, I'm going to talk about my new TikTok I did.
They're trending on TikTok.
Okay, so if I go to our TikTok, I'm really proud of this too. We have all of our content from the show, including things like what you're hearing right now. And then I put one up a couple of days ago. It has 1,040 views. Okay, it's us. It's you actually being funny. No. And then 1,045 views is just a stick on a sidewalk I saw outside. And underneath it, I wrote the word stick. And then I just go, hey, look, it's a stick in the background. I'm like, hey, look, it's a stick. Hey, no, really, it's a stick. And that's all I say?
Just as many
views. And more.
Oh, more views.
5 more views.
It's stupid.
I'm so mad I even did mine.
Do you think my baseball bat?
Yeah, I'd be mad if you were you too.
Yeah.
No, it's just stupid. It's like the whole thing. The whole thing is stupid.
Do you think my baseball bat video would get views?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, should I post that?
I mean, if my stick gets views,
Hold on.
I feel like
won't
you'd
get
be
13,000 or anything.
So
everybody go there and check out my stick video. By the way, I want to drive that.
I want
to the moon. Dogecoin.
Stick coin.
Stick coin.
Doge or doggy?
It's
What is it?
Doge.
Okay,
It's
Doge.
Doge. I
Let him
double
keep
checked
saying
it.
dodgy.
I think I would have said dodgy too because it's more fun. But
I say dog.
To the moon
He'll
with
go
the
back
Doge.
to it.
Real quick, the Menendez brothers
Yeah.
thing. So it's a thing on TikTok.
Yeah, they're trending on TikTok because there's a whole ABC 2020 about it that I watched that was pretty fascinating. That it is trending now because somehow the Gen Z generation is fighting for the Menendez brothers to get freed from prison.
Somebody's
and they
got
think
to.
that they didn't get a fair trial. They're also like super obsessed and think that they're hot, which is disturbing.
Aren't they old as fuck now?
They're old as hell now, yeah.
Did they kill the mom
They
too?
killed both of their parents, yes.
See,
Yeah.
Did they shoot him through the glass door with a
They
shotgun?
shot
right?
the shit out of him.
and
the dad was decapitated.
The fuck is the
He
matter with
was?
people?
Yeah.
Well,
was
because
decapitated?
That's because it's point blank to his fucking
Oh
face.
yeah. Well, I don't. They didn't mean to do that.
The mom tried to run away and they fucking
Well,
marked her.
I was about to say, like, they talk a lot about
Cold-blooded.
how the dad was a dickhead to them and all stuff, but
Yeah.
the mom, you killed her for because she was just married.
It was
to
an
him?
accident.
yeah.
I don't know.
What is their reasoning to even try to?
I got
what's
in
not
there.
Fair, what's not fair about what happened? I'm so confused with the argument.
What came up in the trial was they alleged that their father had been molesting them
Yeah.
for years and abuse and stuff, and so they claimed it was self-defense because they also claimed that he had told them he was going to kill them.
He
so it's
pulled a
basically like
mom
they
on
were
us.
going to kill him before that he killed them.
And
Kind
then
of
we
thing.
killed our mom
But
because
yeah,
she was there too. What are we
Yeah.
supposed
We
to do?
just, in the spirit of everything.
Then we bought tickets from their bank account and
This
went
is
to a
gonna be your
basketball
kids, by the way.
And then we sat
because you give your
sideline.
kids anything they want, and these were rich little spoiled kids. They got whatever the fuck they want. Their dad cut their grapes for
Well,
them.
hold on. I don't. Just because you spoil your kids, they don't blow your hole in your chest. Like,
I hope not.
You gotta molest them and fuck
Yeah,
with
you
them.
gotta-
Like,
you gotta really fuck
That's
with
all alleged.
Just the money.
I feel like Tom would have to play a part in this with a molestation.
Yeah, I just feel like my kids are going to be in therapy when they're like, Dad spoiled me too much. Now I don't have any appreciation for it. Like, they're not going to blow my
I
chest
flushed
out.
gold down the
Let's
toilet.
hope not. I'll pray for you, buddy.
So, but I did think about, you think if I put my basketball card
Those
with the
TikTok
Menendez
girls might want it.
Yeah.
on TikTok and be like, for sale.
Yeah.
Can I say, you think it's worth something now?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
you should definitely
At least
sell
$5.
baseball cards to teen girls on TikTok. Yes. If
Well, that's my business plan.
If you're asking me if you should sell things to teen girls on TikTok, the answer is yes.
So, what is this one?
So okay, the trend is to show off your meaningless tattoos on TikTok and explain what they are and whatnot. So in this girl's clip, she lifts up her T-shirt to reveal a cartoon design on her arm of a pirate cove with a giant rock that looks like a skull next to a palm tree. She admits that she got that design because she thought it was a cool picture that her son had drawn.
Oh, God.
My son's friend drew this, the mom says in the video. I thought my son drew this. So she got the picture, a drawing of another kid's horrible drawing of a tattoo, thinking that it was her
I've thought
kid.
about doing that with
Age
some
six,
amazing
a
drawings.
6-year-old.
And I've chickened out a few times.
Yeah.
I know some parents, popular with a lot of parents. I like it. I think it's cool. I just don't know if it's for me yet.
She said she got a call from the other kid's parents saying they heard that she got a tattoo and saying that it was his drawing and he has it. Like, that
Why
he
would
drew
they
it.
even tell her?
We're
You know what I
We're gonna
mean?
need your skin. That's our son's drawing.
Yeah.
Copyright infringement.
So it's a horrible tattoo of a little kid drawing that. It's somebody
Now-
else's. That's awful.
I contend that this is a better story than telling people you got a picture of your son's drawing. Like, it's better that she fucked up and got the son's friend's drawing.
It's a more interesting story, yeah.
Because no matter what, like, this person obviously doesn't mind tattoos, right?
Yeah.
You know,
it's
not
not
like,
that big of a
Yeah,
deal.
exactly.
I mean, you were okay with it when you thought it was your son's drawing, and now suddenly because it's not your son's drawing, you're mad.
Yeah, it's
still a shitty volcano.
My buddy.
Is it bad though? Do you have a picture of the tattoo?
Yeah,
Is it bad?
Let me get back to it.
It's just like a dumb kid's drawing.
It just looks like a stupid kid pirate. Looks like One-Eyed Willie. And
I would probably just pretend it was my kid's drawing and move on with my life.
I mean, actually,
And
I won't hold your phone because of Corona. Oh, wow. Okay, that's really bad. Yeah, that's bad.
yeah,
It's fine.
so
I can't see it.
I remember.
I'm too high, bro.
I can't open my eyes.
Eyes are fully shut, bro. You know what time it is. All right. Am I right? Am I right?
I was halfway
Up
home
high.
when you called me out about the turn around.
I don't even know why I'm fucking here, man.
The Grizz at one point got a chest tattoo of his grandma's name
Yes, I
in
remember this
remembrance
story.
Yes.
of his grandma. And then
Oh.
in college, he's like, I got this tattoo from grandma or whatever. And then years later, we were standing at some place with the Grizz's brother, and then the Grizz takes off his shirt. And then we mentioned like, oh yeah, the grandma, and then the Grizz's brother's like, that's not Mima's name. I was like, he got the wrong name. So
how did he get?
Why did he think it was the other name?
We haven't established it 100%.
He always gets to that, and then it's like everybody moves on.
I don't want to clown him too hard because it's serious, but. Then they had an argument and they fought and threw each other in the pool. But the Grizz still says
So what
that's
does
the
it say?
grandma.
What does it say?
It says Betty, right? But the Grizz brother says no one ever called the grandma Betty.
Well,
Like,
what
that
was
wasn't
her name?
But the Grizz swears
It was
they
like
called her
totally
Betty.
different, like Doris.
Right.
Well,
Like, how
like
far off was
Hattie.
it?
Well,
Gertie.
I think the Grizz brother only called him Mima. Like they were like, but they're like he's like our grandma's name wasn't Betty.
Was it like Elizabeth and sometimes people called her Betty?
It was something like that, but he's like no one ever called her Betty.
Like
And then
no
they
one
but that's fine.
ever called her
and then they
that.
punch each other in the face.
Yeah, but it gets real.
Yeah, but we laughed and
Yeah.
laughed, and then we clown him every time we see him because. And then he got two big ass koi fish on his back, one colored, one black and white, because he never got to finish. Anyway, he's the horrible tattoo guy.
I mean, like everybody, like even my sleeve's not finished. Like Earl says, I need to get some stuff done, and then I've got paid to hate on my chest, and then of course my daughter, we don't let her use the word hate.
No,
she knows
yeah,
how to
yeah.
read now, so she reads it. She's
Yeah,
like,
just-
"Well, what does that mean?" And I was like, "Well, it's to remind me." And like the time when I'm talking about like
my
money, and like trying to, and I'm like, you don't
Dude,
fuck
just-
it. I'm
just-
not
Yeah.
gonna- I'm just gonna get it covered up.
So mind your
no,
business,
just
kid.
put a D, put it paid to date, like you're a date, like you're
No.
a sex
Oh my
guy.
god!
Paid to date.
I'm just gonna,
You get paid to go and
I
date.
used to be a sex worker
Yeah,
in my
yeah, yeah.
early days.
Sounds better.
She's definitely not gonna understand it because I didn't even understand
yeah,
what she told me.
I'll just go and let's just add the swastikas to it and finish it.
Oh my god!
I'm
no.
joking.
All right, let's get the hell out of
I was
here.
a
Titty
younger
Friday.
If I had the
Young
90
Friday.
if I had the $90 million, I'd give you $2 million to do that.
Hell yeah!
Let's end with this. If you're a man and you have big old titties, so, are you embarrassed every day? Do you feel like I don't want to take my shirt off? How does that feel?
How does
Now I have yet to see the photo.
What?
Do I look at it or no?
Of Mike B's giant titties.
They're not giant. They're like A cups.
They're
Yeah.
bigger than my wife's titties.
I'm sorry.
They are.
I just.
You know, my dad always said it's easier to titty fuck a Mike B than it is an Andrea D.
Wow. That's what we're ending on?
What's on semantics this week?
We're going to be chatting with, I took my mobile gear out to Titusville.
Chatting with Mike B's titties.
We took it out to Titusville and we were chatting with old Grift and Jessica and her fiance Justin.
yeah.
Brock calls them Mike B cups.
Oh, that's good. Damn it, that's good.
I'm gonna owe a lot of hats. I've been giving away prizes. I've got
It's the worst
Stop
because-
giving away prizes. You guys are funny.
Now everybody's like, "Oh, you're Mike B." They're gonna look at your titties.
Yeah, show me your
titties.
Show me your nose ring. Show me your mustache. Show me your titties.
Yeah, lazy. You wanted it. You wanted
He's
it.
the X.
Yeah.
He's got all three. He's
Yeah,
the
I mean-
trifecta. He's got the nose ring, the mustache, the titties.
Daniel,
Dump 'em out.
You know how many times Daniel like, you are that short, or like, tell me something funny.
Yeah.
Do your 1 minute.
Yeah.
So you know you got 30 minutes.
Yeah, do
Can
a
I
buddy
show 'em
call.
now?
I'm 44 years old.
Yeah.
Hey, midget, do a buddy call. Okay. I'll do it.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Seth, tell us about Ninjoku?
Such a piece of shit.
I love it.
You made it complicated.
Today is very disrespectful. And I like it. I like a
Seth is disrespectful.
He's
the most disrespectful.
He glossed all over my semantics show to talk about Mike B's titties, so it's fine.
I like Mike B's titties are more disgusting than your show. I'm sorry. I like a disrespectful Friday. I do. It's fun. Okay.
I'm John Guru.
I'm John Guru, and you need to join our fucking dojo where we do punch, we do kick, and sometimes we do punch kick. John.
So essentially, you're making fun of the way Japanese say jungle. Okay, that's cool.
Not saying that. I think I made it very clear 15 minutes ago when I said stop Asian hate.
True.
Yeah. Okay. So May 8th. 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., just 2 hours long. Fun, food, games, giveaways, demonstrations.
Wow, fun, food, games, and giveaways.
Yeah,
You've done this before.
Cones in the road.
Cones in the road.
We'll be in a match.
and a free women's karate / self-defense seminar.
That sounds creepy.
For now.
Hey, it's ladies' night at the karate.
I'm not teaching it.
Female body inspector in the booth.
Come on down. And old John will look at your dojo.
Come behind the curtain.
Hey, let's just say, John, look at them dojos. Oh, these are bigger than Mike B's.
You guys are going to make people not want to come.
That's what we do. We've been telling all of our clients this.
Oh, you guys are doing the opposite of what I want.
How dare you?
No one wants to go.
It's opposite Titty Friday.
This is how they want. This is
the way, yeah.
no show.
Everybody. Tom told me this morning, he's like, give me the full John Dojo.
And then they'll be mad. They're like, it's not as bad as I said.
This is actually a decent stream party.
Yeah.
And your cones are better than I thought.
Well, what am I doing? Have we decided what I'm doing to you?
Well, I thought you said I'm gonna.
Yes.
I'm gonna
and
attack
a butt
you.
fucking demonstration by John Dojo.
The kids might.
Do I get that? You have a big red suit, so I.
Oh, the red man suit.
When you do Santa Claus.
Fuck.
Well, that's a,
But I could tape some. I could tape some pads to you. I have like a headgear.
Eating up Santa Claus.
In May was happening.
You teach women self-defense in the big red bubble foam.
All right, Santa Claus is gonna grab your kick him in the South Pole.
I come at you with the fake rubber knife, and you do.
No.
Scream no.
I said no, John Dojo.
Jesus.
Does anybody else, your friends or family listen? They don't listen, right?
No. My karate students have been asking me because it comes up that I'm on some sort of radio show.
How does it come up? Do you bring it up?
No, because they asked me about Fridays why I don't have classes. I'm like, well, sometimes I do these things. And
Sir, why, sir? Yes, sir. Why are you not at classes on Friday, sir?
I always have to preface it with like, look, I'm not who I seem to be.
I'm not who I appear to be. Step into my female body.
I'm Butthole Batman.
I'm not who I appear to be.
Don't ever say that.
I'm not who I appear to be.
That's fucking BTK said.
I kidnapped my girlfriend on Butthole Batman.
Step behind the curtain.
The last student that listened to the show quit.
Why do you still do this?
It's not that funny.
Why do you still do this?
Because I don't care.
I'm having a chest pain.
Because I do karate not for money, because for fun I do this for fun. It's not to make money off of, so I don't care.
You do this for fun?
Yeah, I get made fun of for fun. Yes.
Holy shit!
God
I'm having chest pains. I'm laughing too hard. It hurts.
He wouldn't admit to me that's why, but I know that's why.
You saw it in his eyes.
Because literally, after I told him and he listened to it, he just didn't. He stopped. He didn't respond. Stopped coming. He was all about it and just disappeared. And I wrote him a long email saying, "Look, I'm not who I appear. I'm not who I appear to be on the radio.
I'm not who I appear to be."
So why
That's
do you want people to think this is the way you are?
It's not what it looks like.
Well, I mean, it is how I am, I guess, but not, you know.
I feel like it's that senator from Florida be like, this
really
is all a ruse to make you think I'm a pedophile.
Right.
Why are you doing it?
Yeah.
Anyway.
I Venmo
I
money.
was going to say you didn't Venmo some girls, quote-unquote, tuition money, did you?
I Venmo money to teen girls. It's just what I do. I'm just a regular old John Dojo.
Jesus.
All right. See Seth's street party May 8th. Where can people find the information? Facebook?
Well, yeah, they can go to Facebook. Just you go. Search John Gruder Dojo on Facebook.
What?
I got him.
I got him.
You did it. You might have.
Okay, no, go. The only thing I'm totally redoing the karateoforlando.com website, so it should be ready in a couple days.
Get that guy that we called.
Yeah, I know. That's so it's down. It's not down. It has a splash page up right now, but it doesn't have information. But you can call you can call the number.
It's got the bulldozer digging.
Yeah.
On the construction,
it's like
kicking
the worst.
rocks.
It's like the worst time for it to be under construction right now. But anyway, or you can just go on my Instagram at Karate of Orlando on Instagram, Karate of Orlando, and you could write me a message there and ask any information you want about it. But May 8th, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
And Matt Gates is confirmed to be there, right?
Someone in the chat asked, can Fatzos go?
Of course.
Okay.
I have. No, in all seriousness, I have a guy that's with me now. He tested his first belt. He's on my diet, and he's doing karate. He already lost. In 2 weeks, he just started. He's a bigger gentleman, yes.
Oh, when it's a guy, it's a bigger gentleman. When it's a girl,
I heard
it's a
you call
hippo.
me a fatso on that radio show.
I'm out.
I quit.
John, can I speak to you for a minute? I'm out.
Can we get
I'm
every one
out.
of Seth's students
You know,
to quit?
here,
No,
I know I'm
absolutely.
only a yellow belt.
We
'cause
need
I'm
you
a
to
big
teach
fat
the
man.
karate chungus class to some of our listeners.
In 2 weeks, he's down 20 pounds.
Hold on. Hold on. What's the fattest guy you can teach karate?
I have a guy that's in the mid-4s.
Roll mid-4s. That's
my
big.
God.
It's a big boy.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. What's he kicking? Diabetes?
Damn it.
You can't feel.
God. Damn it.
I don't know if I broke that board or broke my toes. Can't feel anything.
Your toes have a purple belt.
You guys are the worst.
Diabetes. Always funny.
Unless you have it.
Right.
And when you have it, it's dead serious. Yes.
Always funny to us.
Dead serious. I would like, you know what? Fuck that. You know, we can't act like this. If you buy a shirt right now at TomandDan.com, 1% of the prison.
Go to Diabetes Foundation.
the Little Diabetes John Dojos of America. I don't know.
Like the Little Lebowski Urban Achievers.
You know what? I think I'm both nervous and excited about tomorrow, so I want to have fun and laugh, and I just want to play. I just want to play. That's all I want to do. I just want to play. I just want to laugh and play.
All right, everybody.
We're Twitching this event tomorrow, right? When's that kick off?
Yeah, hopefully it should kick off. If you are not going to the event, it's sold out. So if you don't have tickets, we should have it live on Twitch starting about 6:30. So what happened to it?
No, we should.
Well, yeah.
Anything can happen.
Yeah,
well,
yeah,
but Wi-Fi would be the big concern there.
Yeah,
because we also it's going to be overcast. I don't know.
They've never done. They've never done a live broadcast, but it's like
weather's going to be good. It's just going to be cool.
Skipped the rain. It was like Friday rain, Sunday rain, then rain. It was like Saturday.
Hasn't
no
rained yet today though.
No,
so.
I think it's going to be just like this tomorrow, and I'm really happy about that. The only thing I am concerned about is Wi-Fi. That's it. I mean, really, we have narrowed the cone of uncertainty, to borrow from our hurricane folks and from Mike's weather page. But seriously, you've worked so hard on this, dude. I'm so proud of you. You've busted your ass to get us back out there. It's important for us to be back out there. And
we're open, baby.
I'm nervous because I haven't done it.
In
a minute.
And also putting together.
It's gonna be fun, man.
Pudding.
Custom event like
we're doing
this
pudding print and ping pong.
Yep.
There's so many moving pieces and all. Okay,
But
we'll see what happens.
It's also we've never really done much where we present. Hey, we're just gonna present to you a band we've never worked with before on a giant outdoor stage. We've never really done an event that size-wise the event space is quite this grandiose. This is kind of big, right?
It's a big deal.
It is a big deal.
So hopefully it'll be on Twitch, and you can watch it live. And everybody that's coming out, thank
Be
you for buying
safe,
tickets.
Uber, Lyft, all
Yes,
of that.
please.
No
Don't
drink
drive.
and driving. Jeez,
Just hang out downtown and
We
party
got a
and-
virus.
Stay away from my house.
It's
just
easy
for
to
not
die.
parking. Here's the thing: just for the pain in the ass of not parking.
Yes.
Like just Uber there or Lyft there. It's way
that's what
easier.
I'm doing.
Parking is very expensive.
They drop you off in the front, get out, walk into the vent, and then get shit faced
Stop.
and then leave.
Yep.
Drop.
Wear your mask.
Shut
in the
them
car.
down. Open up shop.
Oh,
That's a good song.
Where's he been?
All right.
I just want to play.
See you tomorrow, Bobby. Bob.
We're back, baby.
Bobby.
Oh,
Bob is a bub.
we're back. You've been doing this week. You're nervous. You're nervous.
No, I meant to say buy BDMs, but then
What
I was like, well, it's
happened?
more
but
than
you can
just
say
BDMs. And then
Sunshine State Threads. You can say that all day long.
You said buy butt.
Why
You're
did I
about
try
to
to?
Bye,
say
beep,
buy
bop.
buttholes.
Bye, beep, bop. He turned into a robot.
Buy buttholes.
I was so close. I was so close to the.
Zippity doo.
It's like that marathon runner shitting his pants and you see the fucking right at the end. You could find more stuff.
As he just walks to the side and just keeps shitting.
You got to the goddamn checkerboard and you shit your pants.
You saw the numbers.
All right.
Beep, bop, boop.
Wait a minute, I can't publish that. It's mediocre.